welcome everyone. Hopefully you're having
Why?
a good Friday. Um, Welcome back to our D&D show. We're going to
Hold
be
on,
continuing
guys.
our
Hold
adventure.
on,
Oh,
hold
sorry.
on. Somehow all the cameras changed. So just give me a second.
Okay.
You can keep talking. I just
Okay.
It
wanted to
ain't
let
a
you know.
stream without some scuff.
True.
Yeah.
Welcome to our D&D show. We're going to be continuing our adventure, investigating the bizarre plant life that the party first discovered in the sleeping giant in Rockbed. They have since moved through the Steelwood Forest, this bizarre living forest that appeared to be made out of mostly metallic magic fragments that caused the wildlife and other things inside to be mutated in a bizarre and twisted nature. They successfully escorted a group of dwarves who are running a supply line between Varokin, who has recently opened its borders to the nation of Arcadia. They are escorting them back to Varokin. When we ended our session last, you guys had first entered into the city of Varokin, the city built into Fell Mountain. It is completely constructed throughout stone. At the very center of the ceiling, there is a beautifully kind of like dim yellow light coming from a crystal that's been embedded in the ceiling, almost like a false sun. There's a few shops and homes built into the sides of the mountain, and the major pieces of land of the city are called shelves. And there's been 3 shelves constructed for Varokin. You had just entered the city. Rawson, the dwarf who you were accompanying, the leader of the caravan, told you to come meet him at his shop, the Lone Wanderer, if you guys needed supplies or any other gifts before you continued your adventure down to the 3rd shelf and met the foreman dwarf known as Roll Call. So, now that you have first stepped into this city, it's a bizarre change from the daylight that you had been inside or been outside. It was about midday when you entered. You walked through these giant 100-foot tall doors that creaked open, and you went through about a tunnel that was about 60 feet long, but that's enough time in darkness to kind of forget what the sun looks like. So having this pale false sun hit your faces kind of gave you the illusion that you have some daylight hitting you at this moment. What all would you like to do?
Sorry, I'm still messing with this.
You're all good.
Somebody else do something, please.
I think we should like explore, right?
Yeah,
That-
that's
that
what
would
I'm
be,
thinking.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so to go over the shops that you guys can see currently, you're kind of taking your time and you're wandering through these streets. It's kind of a weird feeling because the city is all built basically on one side of this massive drop off that is a lake reservoir. The shelves are big themselves, but there's like 70% of the reservoir isn't being used, like it's just open air. So you have like a 30% and then into the mountain that is like the actual shelf in the living zone. The shops that you can see on the first shelf is the Lone Wanderer, which is Rawson's shop, Rock and Stone Bakery, Gem Cut Potions, Still Gray Inn, and Steel Split Salvage.
What's the steel split salvage?
It is a kind of open pavilion. It looks like it's made out of marble. It has some pillars that are going up. They're not really connected to anything. And in the center of the like marble like floor, there's like furnaces and everything like that built around it. But in the center, there's a crack that kind of splits this beautiful marble pavilion into 2 sections. And you see that there is a dwarf currently working at the forge and creating some sort of piece of armor, and he's hammering away at it. You can kind of feel the heat radiating out. It kind of fills the whole space, which is impressive considering you're kind of in open air.
I don't know about you, but that kind of sounds cool. I think I wanna walk into the salvage.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly start drifting towards the salvage with Tia.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Nope. Okay.
No, I guess it's just us 2.
All right. Bet,
All
let's
right.
do it.
I'll watch from back here.
All
In the
right.
same distance.
Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize.
Are you good?
I'm just gonna stop for just a moment while I switch my soundtrack.
Oh, they got their own soundtrack?
I'm trying to give it more of a feeling like you guys are in the mines. Um,
Scary.
so you kind of walk your way up, and it's weird walking on stone and then immediately switching to marble. It's nice, it's polished, it's dirty, but it's kept. You can tell they take care of their shop even if it's used. He seems not to notice you at this point. He is fully invested in this piece he is creating. Like at this moment, it's like his sole purpose is what he's doing right now.
I'm so sorry. Everything that just happened, I just missed all of it. What happened?
You're good. You are currently in the Dwarven City known as Varokin. Tia and AG are moving towards the Steel Split Salvage, which is a workshop that is like, it's a marble pavilion that's like split in half, and there's currently a dwarf on one side working on a piece of armor.
Okay, I'll go with them.
Okay.
And I'm
So-
observing.
He is like not paying any mind to you guys, and the shop is completely open. There's like a tiny little backspace that is enclosed, but for the most part, it is completely open, and it's kind of central to the entire first shelf.
Man, I'm torn because like I wanna try to. I don't want to interrupt him, but I also like want to ask about the shop.
I'm just gonna go up right up to his face and just be like, "Hi," like wave like right up in his
I'm
face.
just gonna post up by
Hey,
the door and watch
you.
AG fumble this encounter.
As you kind of walk up and you get into his line of sight, he's hammering and he's hitting, and as soon as you enter, he stops and immediately sets the hammer down with very like gentle precision and like walks up to you. What are you?
What am I?
Yeah.
I'm told I'm an auto gnome. Nice to meet you. I'm AG AG 3512.
Yarrox,
Having trouble remembering your own name?
can I study you? He's fully engrossed in AG, like nothing else exists right now. And he's like
100
he's,
gold cord a day. Yeah.
he's starting to like move towards you and like look at you, but he's trying to like, he can tell you have your own sentience, like your own personality, but he's so fascinated that it's like overriding like the nature of like, I want to be polite to this thing. So he's like looking at you and like inspecting you and moving around your body. He's about your height, if not maybe a couple inches taller.
Okay.
Beautiful white beard that's like tucked in on
Ooh.
itself so that it doesn't catch on fire while he's smithing, and this long hair that's braided to a central piece that moves down his back.
Oh.
Can I study you?
What would that entail?
You just sit on the table and I take a look. It probably won't hurt. I don't know what hurts you.
Sure.
He picks you up, and you're a heavy individual. You're stout, like a child. He just picks you up, massive forearms, and sets you on the table. And he pulls out this, like what jewelers use to identify gemstones, right? He puts that in his eye, and you see like a flash of magic move through it in a moment. And he's studying you. You are a beautiful piece of pre-reset technology. I've never found anything like this, and Fell Mountain is full of amazing works, but you, nothing stands to you.
If you give me 200 gold, you can keep him.
Whoa,
What?
hey. He's not for sale.
Are we sure?
Don't mock me.
Trying to get rid of me that easy?
Trying to make money.
I'm going to assume that he can speak for himself.
Yes, you're right. You're right to assume that. Don't listen to my satyr friend here.
Anyway, I am Galrox. My brother is currently down in the mine, but we operate the Steel Split Salvage.
What do you
That's
make?
nice.
Everything. Whatever they need down in the mines for the most part. But we also have quite the knack at understanding pre-reset technology that they find down there. Whether it's focus crystals or other devices. And he kind of gestures, and you can see that there's a couple of things kind of tucked away on corner shelves that are kind of freestanding in the center of the pavilion. It seems to be a forge first and a shop second.
Can I do like a I guess like a I don't know, perception or investigation check to see if there's anything I would like?
It'd be perception, wouldn't
So,
Perception, right?
so you actually don't at this point. It's fairly well organized, so there's no requirement for you to kind of look around. They are selling a few things of rune powder, small bags, like essentially what you would think of like a coin purse. Those are running 30 gold apiece. He has a couple of small trinkets, a lot of arcane cores that are kind of put like haphazardly stacked in a pile. You do notice a ring that is currently like sitting kind of displayed off to the side a little bit.
Can I like very almost with the same precision as he put the hammer down, try to pick it up?
The ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily enough you pick it up, and as soon as you touch it, you think he's engrossed with AG at this point, and he seems to almost know where you are without turning around to look at you. And he goes, careful with that one. That was a fun find.
Fun
What do
in
you
what
mean a
way?
fun find?
They found it around the finger of a skeleton who appeared to have been writing something, but they couldn't tell what he was writing.
Do you still have
All right.
the note?
Oh, he was carving it into the wall.
Oh,
Oh.
That's not ominous.
The ring, it does something a little interesting. If you touch an item, it seems to have a mind of its own every now and again, but it will, for the most part, tell you a history about an item that you're touching. Out of game, it lets you cast the spell Grim Psychometry, which basically means if you touch an item and it has a bloodied past, you get images or understandings of what the item has gone through and what caused it to have those moments.
That definitely sounds like something I want.
It is 1,000 gold.
Oh.
That I cannot afford.
Wait.
Maybe you can try to convince him to go lower. Just saying.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to think with your D&D brain.
It's in the heart of the die.
It's
Head-
in the
head
heart
empty.
of the die.
Head empty, the heart of the die. I'll give you 300 gold.
Oh, you're breaking my heart. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. This is a
300.
hard check because he thinks he knows what that ring is worth.
300's crazy. But I respect
It's an
the
ask.
hustle.
It's an ask, yeah.
Let's see. I do +3 modifier. I am proficient in it, so it's a +5. 15?
Excuse me. I can do 700.
It's not awful.
How about 450 and I, if you're willing, commission you to build me something cool?
So let me get this straight. I'm dropping my price, and then I have to build you something as well.
What?
I'll pay.
For
I'll
the
pay at
commission?
cost. I'll pay at cost.
Let's call it 700 and you get a commission.
How about you drop the price for studying me? Extra time?
He like stops.
Are you
Like mouth open a little bit.
Are you serious?
600. Any lower and my rocks will kill me.
Are you really going to sell yourself off like that?
Shush. Don't.
I'm
AG,
not
you're
talking to
fine.
you.
like an
How
hour.
much gold do you have?
Galan, shush.
I'm not talking to
600.
you.
Let me
600 's not
check how
bad.
much gold I have.
600.
Yeah, that's good to
You
know.
guys should have a decent amount of money at this point.
I can throw you like 100 if you're a little short.
I might
Just
be like 25.
just for
Let me
fun.
double check. Of course
my
you can't
gosh.
search a PDF file.
Also, guys, just as a shout out, Caleb did make a new command called !D&D, all lowercase d, the letters D and D, and that will link you to our new channel that we're going to be using called Six Sided Stories. So please make sure you go follow that. That's going to be the channel that we go live on here pretty soon. So please make sure you're checking that out. We have a YouTube channel as well under the same name. It's on that link as well. But yeah, please give us a follow. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where all the VODs are going to be going. So yeah, if you want to see more, please check it out.
I have just enough for that actually. That's quite literally almost all my guild goal. I think it's
Okay.
worth it. I'll do it.
Is it worth it?
How about a 575 and I give you one of my cool rocks?
I see rocks every single day.
They live in a mountain.
600. I'm not going any lower. And I get to study AG. No commission.
I slowly reach out my hand and wait for his hand to meet mine and firmly shake it.
He takes it.
It just shakes slowly.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Are
He
you
seems
sure
very
about the
weary.
commission?
He seems very weary about you. I am sure I have enough of a backlog to work through.
Valid.
So go ahead and deduct 600 gold, and now you have a ring of grim psychometry.
All right.
I'm gonna go look at the arcane cores.
Go and give me an Arcana check while you're looking. there, Galen.
Exactly what I was gonna do. Let's go.
How do you spell
No!
psychometry?
No.
I
I rolled a 1.
Hold on.
One?
So
A 1.
here, Rip, I'm gonna DM you how to spell it just so you got it.
Thanks.
With a 1, you're fairly adept. You're not like gonna fumble the core. You're not entirely sure out of like what everything is and what it all might do. You get the idea that there is a crystal that would change the focus of your weapon to do lightning damage. There's a crystal that would change the focus of your gun to do frost damage or ice damage. And then there's one that would change it to do force damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
My backup was to just ask the guy.
Yeah, and like it's a shop. Some things are notated. The check was mainly to see if you would get anything else out of the crystals that weren't notated.
Once again, my backup is to just ask the owner.
Can I try to do an Arcana check?
If you want,
If
yeah.
anybody would like to be my eyes on this, you're welcome to do it.
Oh, a nasty 20.
Let's freaking go.
As a reminder,
Thank you.
Tia does not have a background in Arcana. So while you can look at this, you're like, yeah, magic. That one's like got electricity in it, so that's probably electric. Like this is a high DC check because you come from a place called Apotheos Vale, which is strictly magic is not allowed. Like the study of magic is not done in Apotheos
How
Vale.
in the
So you're like, yeah,
world?
this is probably lightning. This one's probably cold. That seems right. This one seems like it explodes.
How in the
Yeah.
world did I get a 1 and got more info than you did?
Different studies of focus.
I know.
Man. That's
I
not
look
his
at-
background.
How about the other 2 magic users, please?
I look at Galan
Okay,
and,
thank you, thank
I'm
you.
like, that one does magic, in case
I-
you don't know.
Oh,
I am
thank
gonna
you.
say
I wouldn't have
that
known
since 2 people have done the
otherwise.
checks,
Oh, you're welcome.
there's not going to be another check for it.
Oh,
Since
That's
2 people
okay.
have done the checks.
that's okay. Are there ones there that I don't know what they do?
I would say no. At this
Okay,
point, they're all
that-
labeled and set aside for the most part.
That is the
There's a
important thing.
pile, but they're basically like there's like ye old painter's tape with labels like duct tape across.
Oh,
them.
real classy, real classy, yeah.
Oh,
So
Hey,
I'm
they
gonna-
mine them. They don't treat them with respect.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brent.
Oh, they don't treat it with respect.
Oh no, I was just saying ye old painter's tape is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, ye old painter's tape.
So what's the name of the guy again?
His name is Galrox.
Gadrox. How much for the cores?
Individual, 200. They're semi-rare down in the mines, so we have to price them accordingly. I could do the 3. I could let them go for maybe 500.
Man, I was really hoping he was gonna lowball me since he doesn't take care of them. Let me see how much gold I actually have.
He doesn't take care of them, but he understands the value.
Dang it!
What if I try to hackle?
You've already
No,
tried to haggle.
no.
He's
Yeah,
suspicious of
this
you.
is
at
not
this
your
point.
haggle.
No, this is
He's
for me
like,
to, this is
I don't
for
know about
me-
that
This
satyr.
is for me to
You know
haggle.
what? You know what? Then I will step away from the conversation and
How
like
much-
stare at my ring by the door.
I forgot to write it down. Do you know how much gold I have?
No.
Like an estimate?
I'm gonna say you have 800 gold.
That's what I thought. Okay.
In the future, I would recommend writing it down because I do
Yes,
not
that's
keep the
my bad.
totals.
That is my bad 100%. I have 394.
You guys have
written
gotten
down.
a decent amount of money.
That's a,
though.
I,
You've
like,
been given
I
a
knew
good
that,
amount of money, so
I
I'm gonna
knew
say you
that
have 800.
wasn't the right amount. Okay, hold on. Let me just add that. All right. All right. I'm gonna try to persuade him to go lower,
Go for it.
but I'm gonna be reasonable.
Are you trying to say something?
So I'm gonna offer. Sorry, trying to find persuasion. There it is.
You're all good.
I'm gonna offer 100 each, so 300 total.
Okay, Ceistyl, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I thought that we have more like,
For now, I'm just gonna say he is
800?
800.
but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he is 800 for now.
I should have about the same amount of gold that you all have. For
Yeah.
the record.
You should.
We all started
How,
with
how
like
much do you have,
500,
Abby?
right? Or something.
How much do you
I
have?
Yeah,
have
I have
500.
538.
Okay,
I
then you
think,
should have
or 535.
538.
Okay,
then.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have more because I gambled.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
right.
He did-
That's
he did
right.
gamble
That's
and
right.
get some money.
That's right. Okay.
Oh heck
I don't
yeah,
remember
bro.
what I spent
Alright.
my money on.
Drinking games.
16.
A door that you broke.
16
Oh
total.
yeah.
Yeah.
He'll 450. I can't go too much lower. I already
450?
lost a lot of money on the ring.
No, that's true. I keep
Could've stayed
accidentally
quiet.
adding instead of removing. Sorry.
You're fine.
I keep clicking the wrong button.
No,
It's
it's okay. I
weird,
felt that. I
The
felt
more I
that.
spend money, the more I get. So this is crazy.
No, there we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. Now I'm at 594. Hmm. You know, remind me what the other ones do again.
Force, lightning, and frost
Oh.
damage.
I don't need force. I already have force. All right. How about the frost and the lightning for 300 instead?
I'll do 350.
I can do that.
He takes the cores and kind of puts the. They have a kind of a nicer rucksack that he has them like set in encased little holders for them. Essentially, they're like the cores themselves are about that big, and the encased holders are like a piece of glass that sort of just clips around it. And he slides them into the bag for you.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. AG, I'll be here for the rest of the day, so whenever you have time, please come down.
Oh, yeah. All right. I'll yeah, I'm coming back. Yep.
You said so unsure.
Takes a second, narrows his eyes. You are coming back.
I'll make sure he
Uh,
does.
Yep.
All right.
Ceistyl
It'll
turns
be like a
to-
doctor's appointment.
Yeah,
To be honest, I
so-
thought we were just gonna. I thought I was just gonna stay there and.
Oh, do you want to say
Yes,
now?
I
You
did.
can say
You,
now.
you just want to
I
do this
mean-
now.
Yeah.
How long are you going to need him?
Good question.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple hours.
Oh, I think we can manage that. What do you guys think?
Maybe he can go get lunch or something.
Yeah, we can go elsewhere. Are you okay with that,
I
AG?
want to say.
I feel no fatigue. I'm good.
Your constant optimism shines through. All right.
I am shiny.
So
Fair enough.
that's not what I meant. Anyway, I
Don't be
suppose
rude.
we will see you later.
All right. Bye, guys.
He'll
I like to stay with AG.
Okay,
just
sure.
Just to be a fly on the wall.
So he kind of takes his time and examines you and moves you around. It's a lot of him just kind of poking and prodding you. Every now and again he takes a piece out and kind of like not pries but tests like the resistance of how your metal moves. Not to the point of pain, but just the point of like seeing how you react. He's taking a special interest in how your body knits itself back together after you take damage. there are markers where you have taken damage, but they've refused themselves when you heal.
Oh.
So he's especially interested in those moments. I think, Ceistyl, did you have something that you wanted to say? I'm sorry if we kind of blasted through that.
No, I wanted to turn to Keerla and say that we need to make sure that we keep a good, I don't know, relationship with the people in this village because our friends are not doing a good job at making us look very trustworthy.
What did
Although
I
we're a
do?
good group of people. I'm not talking about you, Galan.
Okay, cool. All right,
Not
that's
you,
all I
not
want to
you.
know. That's all I want to know.
AG, you gotta do better, bro.
Me?
Okay, you realize she's just talking about you, right?
He's just being nice.
As a note, I will remind you that Eruk, the guy who gave you the letter of introduction to allow you entry into Varokin, did mention that relations with Varokin is they're slightly tense because they just opened up their borders. So this is like a moment of like, hey, we're still interacting and feeling each other out kind of thing. So there is a slight moment of not moment, political tension. That's the word I'm looking for. Just as a
well.
note.
I was
And
never
then
one
this
for
guy
politics.
Tia walks in.
and everything changes.
War
For the
has
better
been
or for
declared
the worse?
immediately.
Only
Everything
time will
changed
tell.
when
Your
Tia
body's
attacked.
a sacrifice.
He doesn't even know what politics are.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, they worship him.
They worship me.
No, that's
That's
not
all the
what that
politics
is.
he has to know.
You worship your deity. What other politics exist?
Ones in which you are
Oh,
not
no.
involved.
Then they do not exist.
They are the better for it, I suppose.
Will we ever get the chance to go to his hometown?
Yeah, that was actually one of your
Yeah.
options when you first chose to go to Varokin, was either to go to Varokin or Apotheos Vale.
Oh well, we get to go there next, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I want
After
to
you
see
complete
what
your mission in
his life
Varokin,
is like.
there's most likely things pulling you to Apotheos Vale.
Awesome.
Okay, great.
I mean, we left my
I'm curious.
forte.
So Galrox takes his time to kind of inspect you and move you around, and after a couple hours, he seems satisfied and goes, "Again, you are fascinating. I have not seen anything that operates how you do. I have never made metal that can mend itself. I'm sure my brother Myrox would love to see you when he comes, but I
Myrox
understand
and
that you have
Myrox.
things you must do."
That sounds great. Oops, I think you did something to my vocal circuit.
Oh.
He like smacks the back of your head.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Eh, percussive maintenance. And he reaches behind him and pulls out 100 gold and hands it to you. I didn't feel right keeping the discount I gave your friend. You did the work, technically.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Of course. If you need anything forged, we're your dwarves. Turns back to
Yeah,
what he's doing.
do you have any, if you were to give me an upgrade or some type custom to me, I don't know. Do you have any, anything, do you ever do something like that?
Myrox is the idea, man. He normally, he has the vision, I have the skill.
All right.
Can I chime in?
I was gonna say, is he gonna say anything about what he just said about him?
Oh, I forgot he was there, to be honest with you, but I think so would have Galrox. I think Galrox would have forgot he was
The
there.
one
too.
guy
I think he
that
would have been
stayed.
so engrossed in what he was
Oh,
doing.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I thought we left.
Well, no, Tia
No,
said he was
no.
gonna hang.
Tia
they
stayed
were-
behind.
They were gonna hang back.
Stealth 100.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue, Tia.
What if I just what if I want gauntlets? How much would that commission be?
Just standard gauntlets, nothing special.
What can you do with?
I can do a lot. The major thing that comes to mind is using the cores that I have, and he kind of points over to where there's now 2 empty shelf spaces. Maybe if Myrox comes back with cores, I can imbue them with some resistance towards that specific magical damage.
There's Tia hesitates for a little bit because
Magic.
the idea of magic is just so foreign and just like, yeah, that's against my like belief system. But
Right.
there's also like a tinge of but I'll be able to do damage. We'll talk later. I'll be back.
Just a warning, the enchantments are expensive. It requires materials on our side and time. Myrox does the rune carving, and I never had quite the hand for it.
I'll send a note later today.
The rest of you, the first spot that you see that seems to sell food near your location is called the Rock and Stone Bakery. This is specifically like while the pavilion of Steel Split Salvage is out in the open, Rock and Stone Bakery is built into the wall of the first shelf, and there's a couple of windows that are hanging out, and there's a wonderful scent of pastries, bread, kind of floating through the door, with this nice yellow illuminated light kind of spilling out into this darker space.
Ceistyl kind of floats towards the food smell with her wings. She's just like,
In classic cartoon fashion.
Yeah. Upon entering, it is quite busy at this moment. There's lots of dwarves that are currently moving around and grabbing pastries. There's a few people behind the counters. There's one dwarf that appears to be yelling out orders as they come in, and he notices you all. And like, there's a weird moment where everybody kind of freezes and stares at the outsiders. And then they all kind of turn and realize that they're being rude and go back to what they're doing and moving around inside of the shop.
Well, that was awkward.
There is currently a line of like about 5 dwarves that are in front of you guys waiting for their food.
That's literally
Yeah,
what
I would probably just get in line.
Sure. Takes a little bit of time. It's moving fairly quickly. You can see that they have a nice big hearth. Like the back room is probably 20 feet wide, and then the hearth takes up 10 feet of that space. Like it is big, massive, and there's just dough and pastries, and they like have the nice pizza spatulas, you know, that go in and flip everything and bring it out. They have a small gnome, probably in gnomish, is probably about 20 years old. She's standing on a little stool, and she has blueberries, and she's slowly placing them and taking like raspberry jam and smothering pastries in it. And she appears to be an artisan of these pastries, and she's creating these beautiful works. You see a couple that are trees with apples on them, with little raspberries as apples. You see another one that appears to be the basin, the water basin of Varokin, that has some sort of yellow crystal for the stars that would technically be above if the mountain was completely open to the sky. And she's spending like an inordinate amount of time, but nobody is interacting with her. She's just focused on her craft. And it's a small, beautiful moment as you're like, these people love the creation. The act of creating a piece is integral to their culture. And it comes up to be your time. They have a few things on the menu, just a couple of pieces of bread, some of the pastries that she's been creating. I'm assuming you guys just want to grab a couple pieces.
Yeah.
It'll run you 3 gold. It's not super expensive.
I definitely want the strawberry one.
You are currently not.
I was
there,
gonna
my
say you're
friend.
not there.
Oh, I'm not.
You
Right.
can't
Yeah,
have
this
both.
is while you guys are
Okay,
watching AG.
well, you did so well that I'm hungry now, so I'm gonna grab a snack.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to be her friend.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Shut up, JD.
Well, as
She is
some. Oh, go ahead.
fully immersed in what she's creating. Like even the dwarves moving past her, there's a couple times where they almost like hit her stool, and you watch as like they go whoop and like suck in and pull their bread over their heads and get out of her way. For whatever reason, her little spot on the side of the counter is just completely like there's like a 3-foot bubble around her where people, as soon as they enter, they're backing out. She is a master of focus at this moment.
Is there anything that I can roll?
I'm gonna watch
I-
because I also love the art of creation as like an artificer and all that.
You can give me, let's say a persuasion check to be like, I love your work. Let's say that.
Please let us
That
be
is
friends.
actually something I would say. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Which one? What do I roll for that?
So
Sorry.
persuasion, it's going to be your charisma modifier, and then you need to see if you're proficient or not. If you're proficient, it would have like a little dot, and it'd be adding 2 to that number.
That's my charisma.
Be a charisma focused skill.
I'm sorry. What am I checking again?
Persuasion.
Don't have any of that.
What's your charisma modifier?
1.
Okay,
I
so
am
I don't
not
think you're
charismatic.
I don't think you're proficient. So I
No.
think it's just roll a d20 and add 1 to it.
Yeah, that's what I had to do when I was trying to haggle. Because I am bad at charisma as well.
Luck of the draw.
I don't really know if we have anybody who is like.
I am.
Oh, okay, it's you. Okay, I wasn't sure if we had a face.
It doesn't work on us, but it might work on other
I
people.
got a nat 20.
Hey!
So-
that might be the
Wait,
first of the
wait.
campaign.
In this moment, I think somebody's had a nat 20 before.
Oh,
But
okay.
in this moment,
I don't remember.
there's kind of the chaos. You can hear everybody yelling, and you take a second and you almost shout, and you realize that's probably not the way to get the attention of this individual. So you just kind of whisper, and you're far away at this point, to the point where you don't think your whisper should make it. And you just slightly whisper out, "I love your work." And she stops and turns and looks at you and seems to see you for the first time. And there's a weird, with the natural 20, you get this sense of like, she has always thought of wonder, but for the first time she is seeing wonder. And so she like takes her blueberry and sets it down and kind of waves at you and then goes, "Thank you," and then turns and goes back to her work.
So cute.
I see that happen. I'm like, what? No, what was that? What just happened? What did you do?
I missed the side quests.
What? Was that? What?
So, I kind of we're towards the front of the line now. I'm.
Mhm.
Can I have 2 of her pastries, please?
There's a young dwarvish man, maybe in his early 20s, who kind of looks up at you, and he's got this weird, like, lackadaisical grin on his face. And he just goes, "Yeah, sure, give me just a second." And he turns around and grabs a couple pastries and wraps them up in these nice pieces, and then hands them over to you.
I love that voice.
Thank you so much. And I kind of grab the pastries, and I'm excited for them, but I'm like watching her, like I'm just holding them. I'm excited. They're warm. I'm
Yeah.
excited to eat them, but I'm also like super into whatever she's doing. And so
Mhm.
I'm like holding them, but I'm like,
Just watching what she's doing. The moment where she's like she took in the moment, and then she kind of just turns back to what she's doing, and you get the sense that she's one of those individuals that just sort of like hits work mode and does not quite exit it until she's completely done with what she's making.
well, I also have time to kill. I mean,
Yeah, you could just sit here and
Indeed.
watch this little gnome make.
Do they have like little tables? Like, could we sit, like eat?
The shop is really
pastries and-
tiny. Like, you get the
Oh,
idea that
okay.
the line winds in and normally people just clear out. Ceistyl, you're so small, you can just kind of just hover in a spot and
It's-
just sort of watch.
So funny because this is all like gnomes and dwarves, and my guy's like almost 6 feet tall.
Oh yeah, everybody here is like having to crouch down. Like, you guys, for the most
Yeah.
part, whenever you go into a building, you're
Yeah.
like this.
Literally,
I'm
like
chilling.
they're at like
Yeah, except for you
my
and AG,
waist.
probably. Yeah, most of you guys, like, I would. This structure, I would say, is
Yeah.
probably like 6 foot tall ceilings. So
Okay.
you're like,
So I'm
that.
scraping the
Yeah.
ceiling there. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I'm probably the tallest of the group
in the party. I think so.
Yeah, and then I think
Tia's horns might get you beat.
Well, yeah, that's true. I know Keerla
I
and
mean-
Tia might be close. I know AG
I'm
and Ceistyl are
5'10".
fitting in this entire
You're
city.
5'10". Okay.
5'10"? Yeah, so we're about the same height. I'm a little taller, so
Yeah.
we crouch.
So
what am I, like 3 feet?
yeah,
I think we said you were like 3 feet. Yeah. So
I think
the
you're both about
Rock
3
and
feet.
Stone Bakery kind of just keeps its busyness level moving, and people are shifting in and out. And you guys have found a spot, and the gnomes and dwarves that are entering, like, get frustrated when they realize that the space is less, and then they see you guys, and they kind of go, and kind of like shuffle their way to make space for you guys.
I'm so sorry.
I just imagine Galan saying that, like, but he's all hunched over and he's
Yes,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
he
so
feels
sorry.
so bad. He feels so bad about this.
So I turn to Keerla and to Galan and I'm like, I kind of want to stay and see what she makes. You can kind of tell that she's like excited. Ceistyl coming. Keerla, you notice that she's only kind of been this excited to talk to you, but so she's like, I'm kind of interested to see what happens if she gets like a lull in the busyness or something like that. Maybe we could become friends or something. I really don't like these caves, but seeing her create something and be so into it is really meaningful for me, just to see such light in such a dark and dreary where is the sun kind of place. So I'm gonna hang out around here.
Okay, sounds great.
I kind of just go, all right, how long are you planning on staying?
Do we have somewhere to be?
Yes. We're here for a reason.
Okay, where's Tia
Well,
and
those-
AG?
No, I just...
Yeah.
How... I just wanted to know how long you wanted to stay.
Ceistyl
We
kind
can
of
just
like,
leave her here until Tia and AG are done.
Yeah.
Ceistyl
I'm
kinda
going
just, like,
outside no
clams
matter
up
what, no matter
and-
how long you're staying. I just want to know how long we should be expecting you.
I'll know
another
how to
hour
find
or
you
two?
guys. Yeah, probably an hour or two.
Of just standing there watching. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks,
I head
Tia.
out because I can't stay in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a little tight.
Very tight.
The busyness continues until it hits about a point about 30 minutes into your stay, where a couple dwarves filter in and you kind of hear a noise. It takes you a little while to place it, but it's a whistle kind of echoing from the lower parts of the cavern. You watch as all the dwarves kind of turn and kind of shuffle. They kind of tuck their pastries away into pockets and start to shuffle their way out the door and move back down the shelf. At that moment, you watch as basically the entire vibe of the bakery just deflates out from this busyness that has been like engulfing them. And you watch as several dwarves kind of, right, get to work, clean it up, and they start moving around and kind of scraping and cleaning things. One of them kind of stokes the proofer. Why can't I think of what it's called? The forge, the bakery forge.
An oven?
Yeah, that's it. The oven.
A
The
stove.
bakery forge.
Dirty.
That's one way to put it.
The
We
bakery
love
forge.
you.
He's in fantasy mode. It's okay.
So kind of stokes it a little bit to make sure the fire keeps going. The amount of words that come out of my mouth during these sessions, guys.
You're doing such
no,
an
you're
amazing
doing
job
great.
world
You're
building
doing
that I
great.
believed you.
So
yes,
they
a
stoke
bakery forge.
You watch as one of the gnomes kind of walks. Well, what else is a
Brett Smith.
bakery though? If we talk about it, one of the gnomes kind of walks up and goes, "Keerla, you did great. Here's your cut," and takes like a sack of gold and sets it down on the counter. And she kind of tucks it away. The sack is kind of as big as she is at this point, and
Oh,
she's
thank
kind of
God.
like putting it away. And she kind of gets off her stool and turns and sees the two of you still there, and goes, "Oh, hello. I noticed you watching. Sorry, I can't really stop when I get going. Mom says it's just the way I'm made." I'm Keerla. I'm a gnome. What are you?
Abby, are you
She
okay?
like is fascinated with Ceistyl. Like her eyes are like she noticed Keerla, but she is fascinated with Ceistyl.
Friends forever.
Ceistyl
I'd be
is
lost.
noticeably excited, kind of like fluttering more than normal. I'm a fairy.
Wait, really? Wait, like a fairy, like from the like picture books and all. Wow. This is an interesting day. Okay. She kind of climbs up on the counter and kind of sits down. Uh, this is my break technically, but you guys seem cool. Um, why are you here? We don't get many visitors from outside, like ever. And now since they opened the doors, we get some people, but never anybody like you guys.
So, Ceistyl looks at Keerla, and Keerla, she says, Keerla, you can explain, right? And she's just kind of like fluttering. She's like really excited. She's like going up and down because she's like kind of like she's made a friend a little bit, but she's like excited and can't really form words.
Thanks, Abby.
What?
Yeah,
Back to you. Back to you, Keerla.
Yeah, back to you, Keerla. Here's the mic.
There was a commotion in what town were we in? The rock one?
The
Rockbed?
town you were in was Rockbed.
Okay, great. There was a bit of a commotion in Rockbed, and it's led us on a bit of a journey to explore what's going on there. And we have a letter that allowed us to come here. And so we have a meeting shortly, but Ceistyl really was interested in seeing what work you do.
She blushes at the comment of like her work. It's odd to see a slight purple color kind of come to her cheeks of her blue deep gnome cheeks.
Oh, a deep gnome.
That means we don't. I don't know too much about outside. You went through the forest, didn't you? I don't like that
Yes.
place. I've heard about it. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Me either.
You're meeting with somebody? I know a couple people. Who are you meeting with? Is it and she starts like listing off like names, and you're kind of like, I don't know these people. Why are you saying these names?
I don't think we know any of those people. But
She
if you're
eventually-
friends, I'd like to meet them.
She eventually goes, and then there's Coral. He's kind of grumpy. He likes a sweet berry though. He always likes those. He gets them when he comes in.
Sweet
Can I
bear.
grab a couple of
Really
those?
quick, that's the guy, right?
That is the
Yeah.
that is the
Okay.
foreman
So
of the mine.
I'm standing right outside the door. I've been waiting this whole time. I'm like, that's the guy.
Could we get a couple of sweet berries real quick?
Yeah, one
go?
second. And she kind of
Amazing.
slides off, and there's a moment where she's like going to grab them, and she goes and like takes two of them and then walks over. Here you go. And sets them on the counter.
Are you gonna get in trouble?
She takes a couple pieces of the money out of her bag and puts it in like the little jar
Oh.
register that they
Oh.
have. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
You're so sweet. Thank you. You said I don't mean to pry, but what is life like down here? I mean, I guess you haven't known anything else, but do you like it? I know
Well-
you love your work.
Yeah, I like that. She kind of, her face darkens when you talk about life, and then she kind of lights up a little bit when you mention the work she does. I don't know. It's hard sometimes. Gnomes, we don't really get the best spots in the city. Sometimes we don't get the best jobs. So it's a little rough. But I really like working here. It makes it so that my brothers don't have to go in the mine, make a lot of money, which is really good. Yeah,
You have brothers? How many brothers do you have?
3.
3? Are they younger than you?
No, they're older. A couple of them Rallis lost a limb when he was in the mine the other couple of weeks ago, so it was kind of rough, which is why we kind of that's one of the reasons why I kind of started working here. Because you hear all the stories about gnomes going down there and losing limbs or not coming back at all. So That part I
I'm-
don't
Sorry to
like.
hear that.
I'm back in the
I don't
building
like
at
that
this
part.
point, because it emptied out.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
back in the building.
I'm back in the building again. Sorry.
So sorry.
Anyway,
Good.
you said gnomes have it hard here, and when you mentioned the mine, you said gnomes losing limbs, not anything about dwarves.
Yeah, gnomes are usually part of what do they call them? Expedition teams.
Uh-huh.
They go. Their job is to set charges and go in first. And then the dwarves do surveying, and then they handle the digging and more of the harder labor things.
Okay.
Obviously, the expedition kind of comes with more risks. So, yeah.
Interesting.
If anybody wants to give me the people that are there, that if they want to give me a history check.
I'm missing such a cool side quest.
No, it's okay. We'll probably tell you everything.
Now you're babysitting me. That's pretty sweet.
I can do a history check.
It's playing the
Please, because mine got us nothing.
riveting.
percussion instrument.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
better than what I
another
got.
nat
Let's
20.
go.
Yo!
So, Keerla,
Good, because I got a 3.
I got a 7.
oh gosh,
Well, I
you
mean, I also
are-
got like a +4, so 7.
Oh, so 7, yeah.
a well-traveled individual. Hailing from Gilibara, you've kind of spent your time roaming lands and seeing different things. And in that time, you have met a couple of deep gnomes that have kind of popped their way out of Varokin. They've never left, what's the word? Like, with the city's blessing. They have always phrased it in the form of we managed to leave. You've talked to some of these gnomes for a while, and in that kind of conversation, you've learned that there's a dichotomy of how many gnomes were originally with the dwarves in the settlement of Varokin. During that dichotomy, there was a council that was created to govern Varokin. Because of that fact of the discrepancy in the amount, there were no gnome representatives elected to that council. And that holds true to this day.
Well, dang.
I don't know if I would directly like start going into like political history
for
to
sure.
my friends in front of the poor little girl,
Mhm.
but I would probably just like, I don't know how like affectionate she's been, but I would probably just maybe like touch her hand like you would like to an old lady when you're like
Mhm.
kind of bummed because
She
of something sad she just said.
she doesn't really seem to react. She kind of just sort of nods to herself, and she goes, "But, you know, that's life." And she kind of picks herself up and kind of stands. Anyways, I gotta run home for a little bit. It was really nice meeting you guys.
It was
It
so
was-
nice meeting you too.
It was lovely meeting you, and Ceystyl's like fluttering around and kind of, I don't know. Anyway.
I do need you guys to leave with me so I can lock the shop.
Yeah,
Oh, of
yeah, of course, yeah.
It's
That
a
makes
weird
sense.
little like shushing action where she kind of like hurries some of you guys at your ankles, like at your thighs, like kind of shoves you along.
I'm going.
She locks the door and has her little rucksack of money to her chest. Yeah, good to meet you all. Good luck talking with Koral. He's got a rough exterior, but those should perk him up. And she turns around and leaves.
I hope he can see her again. And then she kind of, you know, being out in the caves and stuff, she kind of sinks back into herself a little bit, goes back to hiding behind Keerla as she normally does. But
We'll see. Anything's possible. I am interested in what they mean by only gnomes on the expedition teams. Having them do all the dangerous work.
Yeah, I think I would relay some of that history that I know now that we're alone.
Sure.
You know, and how it's
Okay.
bad.
Yeah. So, as far as Galen's reaction, all that, his face darkens. Clearly, it's something that makes him really angry. but you know, he doesn't say much about it other than like something like typical, you know. Yeah. I'm assuming Ceistyl has a reaction.
To all of that, Ceystyl's like definitely almost on the verge of tears, but kind of like sucks it back in because they're excited to have made a new friend. So it's kind of like
Bittersweet.
Bittersweet.
hopefully they made a new friend.
Yeah.
I would say at this moment you do see a couple of familiar individuals kind of making their way towards you guys as AG and T.
I was gonna say, is it our boys?
Yeah, they finished their time.
What happened to you?
Who, me?
Yes, the one that was getting like inspected.
Oh, he thought I was pretty neat,
That's it.
which I think is pretty neat.
Yeah, all right.
He just poked me with the. He just poked me a lot. I don't know. It was fun.
Well, are we ready to go meet with say his name again?
Korol. It's
Are we ready to meet?
KO-ROL.
Are we ready to meet with Korol?
As ready
Let's
as I'll ever be,
go.
and
I
I'll
was
like
gonna
hold
say-
up the bag of the
Bag.
little treats.
Okay, I was like, what bag?
What back?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's in the bag?
So, as you continue your way down, you move towards. So I've kind of described this poorly, but there's about 100 feet of shelf, and then on the rest of that, it's dug into the mountain. Down the shelf begins to slowly curve its way down with the rest of the mountain. And at that point, when you're starting to move to what you would gather might be the second shelf, there is a checkpoint with two dwarven guards in beautifully ornate metal armor standing there in front of this gate.
Hello?
Could we please
Who,
pass through?
guys, who has the letter?
Didn't I give the letter to the guy? And did
No,
he
they
give
gave it back to you.
Oh, okay, thank
They
God.
give it back to you.
Yeah, so I
No,
pull
yeah,
out.
they
I have
took
the
it, read
letter.
it,
I
and
have the
handed it
letter. I
back.
pull it out. Thank God. Okay. We're here to see.
Oh,
Without-
there it is.
Without saying anything, one of the dwarves will take it,
Oh,
read it,
okay.
hand it back to you. Follow us. We will escort you down to the 3rd level.
Thank you.
Do not move through the 2nd level. Stay in our formation. Turns and opens the gate, and there's one dwarf behind you and one dwarf in front of you, and they lead you through the 2nd level. Moving through the 2nd level, there is a myriad of noises that kind of just echo off the cave walls, whether it's explosions or tinkering or you hear sounds of something being made, of several things being made. They walk you down for about 5-10 minutes of just walking on this little curved pathway. And again, it's dug into the side of the wall. There's nothing actually on the pathway, unlike the first shelf that's been built out that way. This is completely built into the mountain. Off to your side, off to your left, where the reservoir is, there is a dwarf-sized safety railing before a fall that's probably about 120 feet into water.
Fun.
They
Ceistyl
continue.
kinda
Go ahead.
pops up and says, "I'm pretty glad I have wings right now," and then like scurries back.
That's why there's a.
I wanna open like my little pouch and just take one of like my smallest rocks and just drop it in the water.
You drop it and you're walking, and and both the guards like turn for a second and look around towards the noise. There's like a whole pause in the caravan for about a good like second. And then they turn and they continue.
Nah, that was suspicious.
Oh my God.
God.
I'm clearly annoyed, but what's new?
Are auto gnomes weak to water?
No.
No, I can
Bro, I
take a
bet you
little
just
swim and be
walk.
all right.
I bet you just
Yeah,
walk
you're
on the
all good.
ocean floor, you know?
Alright.
Yeah.
He does not
Oh my
actually
gosh,
sink.
wouldn't it be
He's
fun?
actually made out of a light metal.
Oh, okay.
He floats. He's buoyant.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, he floats like an individual, for the sense that D&D has not made special rules for auto gnomes
Looks like an
sinking.
individual.
As you continue down, you reach the gate of the 3rd shelf, They open the gate. There's 2 other dwarves there that are standing on the other side. They release you to the other dwarves, who, again, take your letter, read it, hand it back to you. One of them nods and says, I will take you down to Koral's shack.
Thank
Follow
you.
me. And he leads you down.
Ooh.
As you go...
Hold on. We
think
are
I'm
picking
going.
up an echo from somebody. I'm not sure who. Could you talk again,
I
Tim?
think it might be Abby. Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Okay,
I'm
we're
fine.
good.
Sorry about that,
I
guys.
think maybe when she was getting up, she might have just put her hand on the mic.
Yeah.
Or like the
Mm.
speaker.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue down, the 3rd shelf finally hits a point where it veers into the mountain itself. It's no longer branching down into the opening. It has you veer into the shelf, and you begin walking through this tunnel that's probably about 7 feet tall. They've made it fairly large, as it was a standard mining tunnel first before they were continuing down. Moving down, it winds for a little while before you reach a small townhouse that's built into the side of the wall that you're currently next to, into the rock wall, that has a couple of windows with light shining out of them, and a dusty sign hanging above the door reading Shelf Rock Miners. The guard nods to you all and turns and heads back to his post.
Well, this is it, I suppose.
Just a cheeky little townhouse deep in the mountain.
Yeah,
apparently.
all right. I knock on the
It
door.
is made out of like stone, but it's
Yeah.
like townhouse sized.
Yeah, I knock on the door just so I'm not like barging in.
As you knock, the door kind of slides open, and it's like on a little bit of a hinge. As it goes, you hear ding ding ding.
Hello?
There's no answer currently.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll just go in.
You push into a warm interior with nice lights, some torches fixed into braziers. There's a small, what appears to be like a clerk's desk with like the flap to open the door and go move between. And as you all enter, you hear the chime of the bell hit again with the door moving side to side on the hinge. It takes a moment, but a small dwarf, smaller than most, he's probably a head shorter than the average dwarf, walks around the corner, big black beard and a ruddy face, comes from a back room and sits on the stool behind the counter. How can I help you today?
Yeah, I have this letter. I'm here to see Coral.
Oh, just a moment. He turns and kind of walks over, and you see there's a set of like 3 whistles with long cords that run out of the room. And he takes one of them and pulls it, and no noise emits from it at first. You just watch as the string vibrates its way down the tunnel. He should be here in a moment. Please take your time and wait. Turns and sits on his stool again. About 2 minutes pass before another dwarf enters. Tall for a dwarf, about 4 foot. Big red beard, fiery eyes. He's missing one of his eyebrows and 2 of his fingers on his right hand. And he walks in. Hi, why'd you call me? Oh. Hello. Who are you all?
Oh, sorry. My name is Galan, and we were sent here. Oh, and Keerla, Ceistyl, AG 3512. Yes, and Tia. We were sent here by.
I'm not remembering all the names. What do you want?
You are totally fine. We were sent here by Uruk Thainsbane with a letter for you.
As soon as you say that name, his face like sours. Mages. He takes the letter from you and reads it. And you can see as he's reading it, he's like Popeye's level of angry, where it's like going up his face. And he like hands the letter back to you.
What?
Fine. And he kind of explodes a little bit in that moment. Uruk wants you to go see the new mine, then you can go see the new mine. Die in the vines if you care. Follow me. And he turns and pushes the door open. And ding, 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 ding. The little door, the chime goes off, and he starts walking his way down the tunnel.
So
Can I-
Ceistyl, like,
What?
sorry, Ceistyl, like, turns to Keerla and is like, so should we have given him the sweets before or after?
I forgot we even had those.
You might be muted, Keerla.
I feel like we would definitely give them to him as soon as possible.
I think that's a delightful
so-
idea.
Yeah.
What sweets?
Nothing. You heard nothing. There are no sweets. There are no sweets
I would
here.
probably hand them to Galan because Galan's been doing some of the talking, and just like have him do it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
What's that?
It's a peace offering for Corral.
Oh, that's probably smart. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw how
Um,
angry he was.
Are you following him? He has left the room, by the way.
I'm sorry. You saw how angry he was.
Obviously. Who-
You can
who-
hear
like,
him down
who
the
would like
tunnel
a
about.
date?
You can hear him about 10 feet down the tunnel, just muttering to himself and cursing under his breath as he's moving. You follow him, and as you're going down this tunnel, there are offshoots and offshoots and offshoots and offshoots. Like, there are mining tunnels everywhere, and you just keep going lower and lower and lower. For some of you, it's a little claustrophobic. This feeling of endless expanse without being able to see it is bizarre and a little off-putting.
Mhm.
Eventually, you enter into an opening that's probably about 25 feet wide and about 30 feet tall. You get the idea that this was a natural opening. You see minecarts set up around there. You see a couple of pieces of rocks that have beautiful ornate gems, like protruding like flowers off of them. It's a bizarre sight. Most importantly, you see 6 dwarves standing next to a 10-foot wide opening, and you smell this almost sickeningly sweet smell that you have smelled one time previously inside of the sleeping giant in Rockbed. Looking past the dwarves, you see a massive forest, a jungle-like space just expanding out, blocking your vision. And you see they're all like standing there, and there's a couple of gnomes that are like tucked to the corner, like talking to themselves, and everybody is trained on that until they hear your footsteps and they turn around and look. Koral says, "When we broke into it, we thought it was just a standard tunnel, but then we saw all of that. The team we sent in didn't come back. We were debating sending more, well, when you all called."
It's probably a good thing you did. Yeah. I guess we're supposed to check that out, huh? I wasn't really wanting to experience all that again, but here we are.
You've done it before? You've seen it before?
We've handled it before, actually.
Unfortunately.
Oh. Perfect. I don't have to waste any more of my men.
Well, hey.
Wait a minute.
I hold out the bag and I go,
Boys! He yells out. "They're gonna handle it. Move aside." And all the dwarves kind of very willingly shift to the side of the opening.
your help is more than welcome. Don't think that we have to do this all by ourselves, you know. Like,
Oh, no, the letter said that the College of Elstrom wanted to have experiments. Who am I to deny them?
is that what it said? Oh,
Well, they wanted samples,
Professor Thane's been
and
there-
they also promised help.
Is there any information that you can give us based off of your, guarding?
your
Uh,
discovery of the area.
There's a light that flashes through all the plants every now and again. It's not super consistent, but if you wait a second and he kind of leans and looks through the opening, it takes about 30 seconds before you see a purple light slowly move like a wave through all the plants.
Oh, that's not strange at all. Okay. We didn't experience that at Giant's Head,
No,
right? Oh,
you
so
did
this
not.
one's different. Delightful. All right. And I just
I-
kind of like
I
without
nudged
looking at him,
Galan.
I hold out the bag and I go, "For your troubles."
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
the
I
sweets,
apologize.
yeah.
I got caught up reading something.
You're
He
good.
like stares at it, recognizes the shape of the bag and takes it and looks in. You did your research. He tucks them away in his bag.
Coincidentally,
Sorry.
yes.
I apologize for my demeanor. I'm very protective of my own.
I understand.
Understandable.
Understand that we are not here to encroach. We're only here to help.
Rictus, and he kind of shouts something, and you watch as a dwarf comes up, and he goes, "Yeah, give some of them." And they hand out masks, like face covering masks.
Oh,
Let's
Good.
go.
Slay. That's amazing.
how delightful.
Like COVID masks or like.
They are
It's just like
essentially
bandana.
bandana cloths
Yeah.
that wrap around the face like that.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have
The
N95s
goal
in
is
this,
to
you know?
obscure. The goal is to obscure the nose, like the upper bit of the nose and the mouth, the main pores that spores get into.
Just like a little added protection.
But do I get one? Probably not.
They hand you one. If you want it, it's yours.
I'll put it around my head.
I was gonna say you just want to be
As a
part
note-
of, you want to be part of something, so you just put it on anyway.
As a note,
Yeah.
AG, you are immune to poison conditions and other and like that as your autonomy. So you do not
Yeah.
require one, but they do offer you one because they don't understand quite what you do.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna
Fair
wear it around my head.
Yeah, dude, let's
I'm
go.
part of the club.
He-
Can I
What is it
ask
like
if
to
they
not have
like-
lungs?
That's crazy.
wait. What?
What did Tia say?
I was gonna ask if they had like any spare pouches of like runic powder that we could use to in our
Oh.
fight, I guess.
I mean, these aren't the same
we're all
dwarves
kinda-
as the caravan.
Well, they definitely still make runic powder. and they
That's
use it
true.
as
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
They
That's true.
they use it as basically shape charges for explosives to
Oh,
clear out mine
lovely.
tunnels.
Yeah. no, I
Coral
just
kind
wanted
of
to-
shifts side to side. This is the last gift you're getting from me. And he turns and grabs a pouch, probably about yay big, that is inside of a container lock, actually. He holds it out for someone to take.
I
take it-
instantly grab it before Tia has the chance because I don't
Give me-
trust him when
Guys,
he's
give
trying
me
to
sleight
stop.
of hand checks. Roll sleight of hand checks.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Who's
it's been too
faster?
long.
I was like, I got a
without
challenge.
dice
I got a
roll.
challenge.
Hey, D&D is a lot about telling a story. Sometimes we just sit here and talk.
No, that's
What's
great.
what's the
That's the
thing again?
best.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Also, I will ask that we take a break before we go in and
That's
explore the
totally
Forgotten
fine.
Forest.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
So,
Yo, someone's speeding out there.
boom, boom.
Straight
I got
up.
a nat 20.
Never mind. I don't even need to say mine. I got
Galen,
a 9.
you reach for
Please
I
it.
got
say
a
it.
9.
Please say
I
it.
got a 9.
Okay.
Galen, you reach for it and it's gone before you even touch it. And you turn and see Tia has it in their hands and kind of just goes, "Zoop," and it's gone. Like it just
Right.
disappears in a pouch.
Can I take out 2 gold pieces and just give it back? Give the 2 pieces to him and
Holds
be
his
like,
hand up. No.
Understood.
Consider it a piece. Consider it a strengthening of the Treaty of Fell Mountain.
Well, just don't blow yourself up, or us for that matter.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. That one has a timer. And he explains to you that like turning it will set the time for how
It's
long
a
you need it to
bomb.
be. Why do you think we used it to clear out mine tunnels?
I know. I thought it was just a container.
No,
Galen, you need to keep up.
bomb.
I heard like lockbox. That's what I heard.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. It was like a container that has a twist to it that sets the time.
Oh, got you.
I kind of like look over at him and I'm like, this guy, pointing at Galen, like, come on.
You have no idea what you've done.
There is a slight tilt of a smile across his face.
Yeah, he knows what I mean. And then I just like turn around and just like stare at what I can't see, which is probably just like barely anything.
Boy, straight up.
Yeah,
has
it's a weird
grenade.
experience seeing a 10-foot opening into a room that is much bigger than the one you are currently in, but infinitely more dense.
Lovely.
He's like,
Same time. Same
If you
thing
guys
as
don't
last
mind,
time? Oh, go ahead.
Time for the break.
yeah, if
Yeah,
we could take a 3-minute break, that
Yeah.
would be great. Make sure you stand up, fill waters, go to
Go,
the
go, go.
bathroom, all that jazz. We will be back in 3 minutes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah. Whoop.
We are back.
Welcome back, everybody. So you all had a good break. Got some water in you. It's moved around a little bit. I know I was getting a little stiff. Caleb, you might want to join the game. I think you're not in it. And
Nope,
OBS,
it's because I
yeah.
opened another tab.
oh, whoopsies.
Here we go. Ooh, mushrooms.
Yes. So this is an idea of what the Forgotten Forest looks like. So
Delightful.
looking through that little 10-foot opening, you see all these different bioluminescent plants and fungi that are growing their way out and giving this beautifully gross light yellow glow to everything that you see. Another
Delightful. Go
Another
ahead.
thing to note, as soon as you step across that threshold, it is hot. It is humid. It feels jungle temperatures. You're immediately feeling your clothes stick to your chest. Your breath kind of comes out a little bit more ragged, and the heat is kind of just oppressive at that moment.
How interesting. It's like a completely
That
different
scent, that
environment.
that sickly scent kind of hits your guys' noses again. Corral pokes his head through the hole and says, "One more thing. If you see my men, let me know. We'll come in and get them. Hold on to your heads out there."
Before he pops back out, I like kind of yell at him. How long have they been gone?
Since this morning.
Oh, they could still be alive
okay.
then.
I look over at AG and I'm like, yeah, they're probably dead. Like, very low under my breath.
I mean, Gail was down in there is longer, and she's perfectly fine, so they could very much still be alive.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Can I get a marching order? How are we progressing in this forest? Like, who's in front?
I think
Who's in
I
back?
would be fourth with Ceistyl in front of me, and I don't
Okay.
know where the other people will be.
I'm
Getting
cool
out
to
my
be in the
dice to
front.
mark you guys.
I was gonna say, like, is Tia wanting the lead?
I'll probably like stay.
The god he
second.
is.
Center.
The god allows you to make your mistakes.
Okay. I'm probably
benevolent.
with AG, maybe like right behind him.
The order then for you guys, just so you are aware, is AG, oh my gosh, AG, Galan, Tia, Ceistyl, Keerla.
Yep,
That
sounds
is
good.
the order currently. Is that good?
That's
Okay.
fine with me. Yeah.
All right. So you begin moving through the forest, and as you're moving through the forest, you kind of see ahead of you. It's kind of hard to see because everything's kind of obscuring, but you slowly start to see this purple wave just vroom, 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 and it passes through all the plants, and it's this moment of the sickly yellow light turning purple and then just changing back to its normal color. Like it's just slowly coming from somewhere.
Didn't like that.
Do caves normally look
Did
like
that
this?
do anything? Is anything different?
Give me a perception check or an investigation.
That was me
if you
talking
want
to
to
the
go
group,
up
but
and
yes,
check
we should.
things.
You said investigation?
Yeah.
Investigation if you want to like go up and poke plants.
Oh, I'm not
perception
poking
if you
anything.
Just want to. Then perception.
Yeah.
I'll do an investigation.
You're gonna poke some
I'll-
plants? Go for it.
I
man.
could poke it.
Yeah.
Oh, or not.
So that is it's +2 if you're proficient, right?
If you're proficient, you add your proficiency modifier, which is currently +2. Yes.
Okay, so that's 24.
24 on perception. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got
17
a
plus 5
19
plus
perception.
19. Okay, so Keerla, you got a 19. 24 for Galan. Tia,
5.
2 for investigation, right?
12 for investigation. Okay, let's start with the perception and we'll work our way down.
He's gonna die.
Keerla, were you doing investigation or perception? I apologize.
Perception.
Perception. Okay. So Galen and Keerla, you guys take a moment and you look around to try to see what was different in that pulse. You don't notice too much, but you do notice that all the plants are kind of drooping a little bit. All the fungus are kind of like the caps are kind of tucked in, and the purple wave comes and they all just kind of lift with it and fall. And you think to yourself and you go, it's like a breath.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm like, it's like this place is breathing, but that couldn't be.
Yeah, what's the total that you got again? I apologize.
I got a 12.
12? Okay. You walk off the path for a second. There is a path through this place, which is a little odd now that you're thinking about it. But Tia, you walk off the path. You kind of move over to one of the funguses and you look around. It's a fungus. It's the only really odd thing is it's not coming out of dirt, but you're not sure what the material is.
What about the rocks? Sorry.
You do not see any rocks.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
It's a
think
forest.
I was gonna.
Kia gets like very disappointed that there are no rocks to add to the collection, and it's just a fungus and walks away.
I love that. I love that so much,
So
actually.
do we know of the not dirt's existence as well?
I would say with
I'll
your
probably
perception check, yeah, you do.
Okay.
You're aware.
So I'm
you're
gonna
aware.
I'm gonna ask Keerla, like, do you have any idea what this is? Because I know she's like all about nature and stuff.
Go ahead and give me a nature check if you want, Keerla.
I probably like want to cut off a fungus.
25.
25. Okay, you're gonna take a fungus.
you sure you want?
Hold on, let's do. Hold on, let's do the perception. Let's do the perception check.
let's hear what this
that.
stuff is first.
It takes you a second, and you're inspecting it, and it's hard to see without interacting with it. But I'd imagine your better instincts are telling you not to.
Poke it with a
Um,
stick.
Yeah,
Did we
you're
not
probably.
just get
I'm sorry?
masks.
You do
for
have
the
masks. Yeah,
spores?
you do.
And the poison that he said that AG is immune to, you really want to take?
I was just no. She's not. She's not taking. I'm saying it's her better
No,
judgment.
she's
is
talking to
preventing her
Tia.
from doing
She's
it.
talking to Tia,
Oh,
who
Tia.
wanted to
Oh.
take a
Tia.
mushroom.
No barking at me.
Listen, I mean,
Yes,
shrooms are shrooms.
Whoa.
God.
This is not the same. This is not even remotely the same thing.
Please don't
you know.
eat that. Please. Don't eat that.
Stepping back to
I
Keerla's
was-
perception check.
Yo.
You got a 26. You said
I got a 25 in nature.
25. Okay, that's still insanely good.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing I can tell you is that there is a metallic sheen coming from the floor.
Yeah. So I don't like it. I'm very upset.
We're back in the woods again.
Yeah. I would probably express that this is like, because I'm assuming that this is sort of like unnatural, but in like a magical way, like a collective
Yes,
magic.
And on that
similar to the
level
forest.
of a roll, you would also get the fact that this is not the same as the Steelwood Forest. It is not
Right. It's, like,
metallic. The plants
similar
are not
but
metallic,
different.
but it is growing out of metal.
Yeah.
Not of metal, but coming out of metal.
Yeah. And I'm just not vibing with it. It's really not
Totally
something
valid.
that I'm enjoying.
And in all honesty,
Um,
if you're not vibing with it, I'm not vibing with it.
Yeah, like
So-
we're not. This is because I'm assuming that it's also. It may not be similar. Like it might not be the exact same as the forest, but I would assume that it's fairly similar to what we were dealing with before.
Oh,
Definitely,
In the
it's
cave.
almost identical to what you're seeing, what you saw in Rockbed.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I'm like super like this is
it's like
this is gonna be fun, but I say it sarcastically.
Oh, it's just like the scary woods place. Delightful. I'm so excited.
I am too.
Another wave of
I was
purple
being
breathes
sarcastic.
through, and you feel all the plants together.
So that is definitely breathing, right? Like, it's not just me.
It's not just you.
I agree.
What
T, are you
happens if
taking
that
a
goes
spore?
through us?
I want to try to see if I can like. I don't know, cause I feel like Tia always takes the opportunity to meditate with nature.
Okay.
I definitely want to try to see if I can like do that here. If there's anything that I can feel
Sure.
or connect with.
So you remember the thing that we do with high, low, good, bad?
High, good.
High,
Low,
good.
bad?
Okay. Well, you just call out
You
if
get
I
to
roll
guess.
high, that's good, or if I roll low, that's good. You just call out which one of
Oh,
those
okay.
you want.
Yeah.
Let's do high, good.
High, good. Okay. You plant your feet for a moment. And you breathe. You find yourself instinctively linking to that pulse. Just taking the breath. You feel something's trying to talk to you. Like just whispers of voices. You look around for a second and you swear you see a woman walking through and disappear. someone calls out behind you, not visible. And as you take that moment, deafening screams echo through your head. You take 4 points of psychic damage.
I was like, he
from
rolled
this
low.
echoing
He
noise
rolled low.
pulsing your head. You guys watch as Tia is like taking this moment and breathing with nature and suddenly grasp the sides of their head.
Yeah, that's just another moment of Galan going like, what just happened? What?
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Screams.
run up
There-
to Tia.
There. Something's wrong. And then I just completely go silent.
Like, did he pass out,
Oh.
or did he just stop?
No,
panicking?
I'm awake. I just can't. I can't speak. Like I lost my voice
Tia, is,
out of just like utter fear.
Like you're
and
speechless.
yeah,
kind of
speechless
thing.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Tia, are you okay? Tia, what did you just do?
Sure. There's something. This is evil, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to be here. I rather go home.
Yeah, none of us want to be here, but we have to, right? I guess we should keep going.
Yeah,
Can't turn back
we
now.
must.
All right, let's keep
continue-
going.
You continue moving through the forest, being wary of where you're putting your feet to not step on anything. As you continue moving through this forest, I do need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Saving?
Ooh.
Oh.
Saving throw.
That's with the D20, right?
Yep, D20 and add your wisdom save modifier.
Saving modifier, yeah. Oh, okay, that's not awful.
with advantage.
No.
God, no.
So I have
This is
11.
not a-
Okay, 11 for Galen.
Feeling
I got-
very wise. I got a
22.
22, 26, okay. Tia,
I got a 3.
okay. And JD,
14.
14, okay. Yeah. Abby, if you just need to step away for a little bit, totally go for
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, Ceistyl can just kind of take a step back for a little bit.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be gone that long.
Galen, JD, and Tia.
Yes.
Take a second and just step off the path, kind of in a daze, and start moving your way towards a tree, and instinctively just pluck an apple from it.
Did you just give me an adamant? Ah!
What? What did you just say?
The three of you are currently sitting there holding just this apple that you've plucked from a tree, about 20 feet off. Keerla and Ceistyl, you just watch as these three just trance-like step off the path and move over and do this.
Thank
I
you,
do need
frog.
one more wisdom saving throw from the three of you.
Shoot. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to stop them?
Are you gonna attempt to like grab somebody?
Yeah.
Wild shape into
yeah.
something?
Probably just grab them. I don't think that wild shape would be super helpful right now.
21, by the
you
way.
could turn into an ape if you wanted to.
An ape?
Like
Why?
a full like ape to like grab somebody and like hold
Monkey.
them back.
Okay, I think that maybe I would just grab them with my regular hand.
Sure, that's
yeah.
fair.
Anyway, I
just
rolled a
wanted
20.
to offer an
I rolled a
option.
21.
No,
21. Okay.
Ooh.
JD?
Okay. I got I rolled a 19, which would be
Okay.
20. But does the 19 count as a crit for me?
Not for this, only for attacks.
Not for okay, only
for
attack.
for your class feature, it's only for attack.
Can I use hold
Okay.
person?
I mean, if you want to.
No, that's what Abby said in the chat.
Oh,
I got a
yeah, if she
13.
wants to, she can.
So
And then,
Tia's
Rip, what
the
did you
only
get?
one like still in the.
I got 13.
13. Yes, Tia is currently the only one that's in there. And I'm going to say during all this time with them moving, you're up and you have your hands on Tia. The other two of you, you've snapped out of it and you're just holding this apple now. And you turn to look and see Tia is taking the apple and attempting to put it in their mouth.
And I'm like, don't eat that
And
to
so
everybody.
he says that. I'm assuming I'm right by Tia, right?
Yeah.
So
you
I'm gonna
all have an action right now to attempt
Yeah.
to stop Tia.
I'm gonna
from putting
grab his
this
arm.
in their mouth. Okay. Go ahead and Tia roll me a strength check, and Galan go and roll me a strength check.
That's the strength modifier plus a d20, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. AG, are you gonna try to assist?
Shoot.
You
better roll
I
roll
guess
low,
I'm
bro.
out of the spell now.
Yeah, you're not in the spell. You rolled high enough that you just have an apple in your hand, and you're watching as Tia is like slowly bringing the apple to their mouth.
Could it be that like right before I come out of the trance, I just bonk the
Yeah, just
the apple
bonk.
on my middle?
Oh
mouth?
yeah.
Yeah, it just bonks off your faceplate, and you're like,
Yeah,
That's how you break out. That's how you break out.
yeah, you
And
just bonk it
that's
against your
what
face.
breaks me out. And then yes, I'm gonna look at Tia and I'm gonna assist. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a strength check for me really quick.
I got 15.
15.
Oh!
16.
9.
16. Okay, so Galan, you try to stop him, but Tia is forcing this up. And
To be fair, as a
AG,
monk,
you-
that makes sense.
yeah, and AG, you walk over and like grab the apple and just grab it out of his hand or their hand. And you have both these apples now. And Tia, you kind of still go through the motion of putting it up to your mouth and taking a bite. And then you kind of wake up and realize where you are.
I just imagine him being like, and like
Yeah.
chomping his teeth on the air. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I kind of just like am dazed and don't really know what's going on, and is like, why are you touching me?
You're not even worried about the fact that, like, you were suddenly not where you were like 5 seconds ago.
I looked down. and
Just
was like,
teleported.
I mean, I'm a god, so I wouldn't put it past myself. So
I just leave. I walk away. I join the rest of the group. Moto under my breath is like, next time, like, oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shake my head.
You are AG and Galan, you are currently both holding fruit still.
Oh, I toss mine.
AG.
I thought AG dropped his when it hit his mouth.
You
I
do,
guess-
yeah. One of them bonked off your face, but you have the other one that you stole from Tia while he was
Oh.
Yeah.
while they were trying to eat it.
Oh.
Do is there any negative effect from holding these apples? I don't know. I'm
Currently,
just-
not that you're aware of.
I mean, you're a robot.
I know I am a robot, so I guess I'll just drop them.
Galen, as you toss yours away, it lands about 7 feet away, and it explodes into a small puff of spores.
Oh!
It just sort of dissipate and settle.
And you see, that's why we grabbed you.
you don't know that could have happened.
It just
would've
happened.
happened.
It just happened.
But I don't want to hear it. Let's go.
Oh.
I don't want to hear it. Oh,
We have people to save.
This is lost.
You continue on your pathway.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, apple bomb.
You move through the forest again. Another pulse hits, and the breath of the forest seems to breathe in and release the energy again.
That will never feel right.
As you continue moving forward, you do see off to your right a small building that is completely overgrown by vegetation. And there's funguses popping out of it, but it seems to be a structure that is mostly holding its shape.
Like it's like a building
Yeah.
made out of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, not a. It appears. Actually, give me a perception check.
Okay.
I was about to say, can I do a perception check?
Yeah, I just didn't fully understand that.
Yeah, I was getting to the point where I was like, oh yeah, I need to ask for a perception.
24.
24, really good. Okay.
Yep. That plus 7 really helps.
Nat 20. Let's go.
14.
Give me that crit, bro.
14.
Are we all doing perception checks?
If you want to, you can.
Abby's back.
Hi, Abby. Welcome back.
18.
18. Okay. We're gonna go and go off of those numbers. Everybody rolled fairly high. So you all see the building, and you all recognize that the building itself is being supported and held up by the vines. The vines have now gotten to the point where they are integral to the building's shape. Tia, you notice a couple things. And Galan, what did you get again? I'm so sorry.
24.
24? Okay, so Galan and Tia, you notice a couple things. This is made out of metal. This structure. It is not made out of wood, stone. It is metal plates that are being supported by these vines. The second thing that both of you notice is carved against the wall of this metal, like carved with like a dagger or something like that, is the sentence, "The second verse shall inherit a new Eros." And you notice that there's a skeletal body that has its hand like pressed against this message.
Is this
The body itself is being supported by vines as well.
Can I
Is this the skeleton
use
that had that
my-
ring?
That's what I was just about to say. Can I use my ring of psychometry?
You go up to touch it because you do have to touch it to use the ability.
Yeah.
Okay. You go up to touch it. As you place the rings, there's a sudden clattering and the skeleton whirls around and strikes out at you. Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
Oh no!
Oh, what?
Oh, shit.
Oh, dang.
Hey, nat 20, baby.
Give me 1 second, I'll take those numbers from you guys. here
Another
in
nat
just a moment.
20.
I know
Man,
you guys are popping off this session.
Isn't
You
we are
guys are going
popping
crazy.
off with the 20s.
Oh,
For
by the way,
initiative,
really
it's
quick,
20.
before we start any kind of combat, the
Yeah.
cores that I bought, how would I apply those to me?
Those would need to be done in in a short rest.
Okay.
So you can apply those when we have a moment of downtime.
Yeah,
for you to
and you can
apply
tell
it,
me how
so-
to do that.
Yep, for sure. Just in a
I
moment of
got it,
downtime,
too.
be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I want to apply the core." And we
All
can
right,
do
I
that.
already applied the multi-core.
Gotcha. Yeah, the split shot. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. Can I get initiative from 25 to 20? Who had a number that was 25 or 20? In that
I had 20. Nat 20.
Galen had 20. That's with your initiative modifier too, because you still add your
No, what's
initiative
that
modifier.
again? Is that like 2? Oh,
Dex
plus
mod.
4. I see
Dexterity
it. I
modifier.
see it. It's 24.
Got it? Okay. Who's 20
Oh,
to
wait.
15? 20 to 15.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry.
wait.
Go ahead.
Mine is. Oh, wait.
Your dex
The
mod?
initiative increase is just the dexterity thing?
Just dexterity mod, so yours would be +5.
Oh, okay, so I'm 21.
21. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 to 15.
I think with 16.
You're 16? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'm just writing all these down.
Is this gonna be our actual standing order?
That's how that works.
No.
Yo,
No,
No, but
like,
it's like
the way we set ourselves up. Is
Oh,
the
oh,
actual
by
way.
coincidence. Got you.
Oh, it
Yeah.
kind of is. That's
Oh.
funny.
No, except I'm in front, I think. I'm behind
Yes.
AG and I'm going first.
I'm in front.
No, AG's
Wow.
in front because he got 21.
No, he got
I got
24.
24.
Yeah, he got
Oh,
24.
I can't
No.
count. Okay.
You're good.
math is hard,
Uh,
guys.
I messed up all
No,
my
yeah,
things.
it's fine. Don't worry
Whoopsies.
about it.
I messed up all my things. That's fine. Okay,
Oh,
15 to 10? Who got 15 to 10? Nobody got numbers 15 through 10?
I got a
Okay.
nine.
Moving on. Okay, so 9 for Keerla. Abby,
You got
okay,
a
Abby got a
3.
3, or excuse me, Ceistyl got a 3.
10.
Even with the modifier?
Mm-hmm. Oh, brother, my dex modifier is 1.
Alrighty.
My water.
Here's the combat scenario. The skeletal bodies are over here on this side. There's technically a wall here. Actually, I'm gonna move them over here. We'll say that this is where they're at. And you guys have just stepped into this structure right over here. Okay. So first up, we have Galan.
Well, I'm going to definitely move over here.
Okay.
And then I know I said I entered the core, but I did not actually implement any kind of multi-shot thing.
So it means once per long rest,
Yeah.
you can split one of your attacks to hit
Oh.
2 targets instead of 1 target.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm
Okay.
gonna use it with Force Ballista against this guy and this guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit for both of them.
Okay. Oh, crud. And what is this plus again?
It'll be your intelligence plus proficiency modifier.
Okay, intelligence plus proficiency.
What's in the center?
The center, it's like a small fountain that's broken down.
Okay, that is 11 for the first one.
11 to hit does not hit.
I didn't think so. And that one is 18.
18 hits.
I would hope so.
So say you hit this second guy right here.
Yeah. And you go flying.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Oh, right. I need to do that. Force Ballista, okay. 2d8 plus 4.
I love this music.
This is an 8.
I fixed my thing. Yes.
Congrats.
10.
So next up in the order is going to be AG, by the way.
10, by the way.
10 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
10 damage is a good amount of damage, and I owe you a dex save now, don't I? Or is it strength save? I think it's strength.
For what?
For the push action of the ballista.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he got in 23. So I don't think he's going anywhere.
He what?
He got a 23 against
Oh,
your
to the strength
save.
save.
So,
Okay, yeah, no.
When you hit him, they got to get pushed
Hey,
back.
look, at
so they see if
least
they
he's
check.
hurting, okay?
Yes, he did take damage. AG, it's your turn. Actually, AG,
Alright,
you would
I'm
probably
gonna-
be a little bit more up in here due to how your order was.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm gonna charge straight at this guy.
Gotcha. So you cover
Close
that
this
distance,
guy.
you run, pull your axe out, you're ready to go. Go ahead and make your
Yes.
attack.
I rolled. Is it? Wait, what do I add? to
So
this?
it's +7. It's +5 and then +2 from your proficiency mod.
Oh, that's right. Okay. 13.
13 does not hit. You take your axe and you swing and you just. Oh, I'm so sorry. I misread. 13 hits. Apologies.
Oh.
13 does
whew.
hit. I misread my numbers. I can do math.
Calculator success.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then
Hit die.
D12.
It's a real just over under situation. Is it over said number? Good job.
Oh. Didn't roll.
And then
well
you
on
roll a
damage,
d12 plus 5.
though. Oh, +5. 7.
7
Two
points of
sevens.
damage. So you take your axe and you slash through this thing, and it kind of like tumbles in on itself, and you watch as more vines sprout up and support the broken sections to keep it up. And looking forward, you notice all 3 of these skeletons have trails of vines leading off in the distance that are supporting these bodies and essentially puppeteering them.
Oh, shoot.
Okay.
Things just got more
This first
serious.
monster's going to go ahead and go. He's going to go ahead and move down and take a swing at you, AJ.
Oh shoot.
So a 25 hits.
25.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
Yeah.
And then AG, you take 16 points of slashing damage as the axe
Ooh.
comes down and just slashes through you.
How much?
16.
16.
Wait, I remember one other session you said we had 11 temporary health. Is that expired?
That's probably gone at this point.
Oh, yeah, no,
I
we
don't
rested
remember
by then.
quite what that's from, but I think it's gone.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
I almost guarantee it's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
man.
You know what my next move is going to
Yeah.
be?
Good try though.
Rushing over there and giving some temporary health.
Yeah, see, that I think that was from Galan. Galan
Yeah.
can give out 10 health, but it's only for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's his turn. Tia, you're up with Keerla on deck.
Alrighty. I guess my only choice rather is to move right there
So you could get up to this and get advantage on your attacks due to the fact that you'd be flanking with AG.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll do Fury of Blows. I probably want
Gotcha.
to do. I'm gonna do Addle, so they can't take opportunity attacks.
Is there a save on that? Do I have a save against that? Let me check really quick.
Let me double check. And it doesn't say on my page.
Go ahead and make your attack rolls. I'll check.
All right, so first let me roll to hit.
Yep.
And this is Dex, right?
Yeah, you're doing 3 attacks. It's Dex plus your proficiency mod, so it's +7.
What's 6 plus 7?
13, which
13.
hits.
Okay, 13. So that's 1.
Just does it, man.
14, which hits. That's
Get
2.
'em.
Sorry.
Remember, you're rolling at advantage, so you're rolling twice and taking the higher number for each of these.
Oh, thank
Because
God. Okay.
you're flanking with AG. That's the value of flanking, is you get advantage on your strikes.
Okay,
Oh.
so then I'm just gonna use that last roll as
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
advantage. 8 plus 7 is 15.
15. Yeah. So all of them hit, or I guess the 2
Okay.
hit so far.
Yeah, 15 again.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah, you're all good. So go ahead and roll your
And
damage for
then-
all of them.
That's
And Addle
1d6
just-
plus 7.
Yeah, and Addle just gets them too. They don't have a save against that. So roll 3d6 and add 5 to each of those rolls. So add 15 technically.
Is it 5 or 7? I have
So
on mine
you only
5.
add your proficiency modifier when you're making the attack. Damage is only the straight modifier.
Gotcha. 6,
Okay, 6 damage.
9,
Okay, 9 damage.
6 again.
Okay,
plus
good amount of
9 is
damage in those
23.
first couple of hits.
Good.
Yeah.
So you run up and just start laying in the punches, and you're punching away bone, and as you're hitting it, it's getting replaced with vine. Like you hit a part, like a piece of the jaw, and the jaw is suddenly replaced with vine. It's just this weird amalgamation of a Theseus' ship that is just becoming vine.
Yeah, we
Not
gotta
Theseus'
hit the
shit.
roots or something.
Yeah, I was gonna
Keerla,
say
you're
go for
up.
the vines.
Is there
Okay.
a target for the vines?
Technically, I'm
I
so
mean,
sorry,
where
I
the
forgot to add
skeletons
it, but
are-
it's like right. It's these right. It's following behind the.
They're
skeletons
connected
and
to
going
the
back.
skeletons, so they're there.
So I am pretty sure that like
Oh.
this stuff is all like I can't really see through it. It's like
You
debris.
no, you can move through it. It's all rubble. Like at that
Oh,
point,
so
it's like
just,
it's like 3 foot
low on
tall
the
rubble
ground.
clumps.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I would have
Yeah.
line of sight.
Ceistyl
you're
can't see
good.
over it.
You got it.
Okay, great. Okay. I think I want to do.
Ceistyl, you'll be up after one monster goes, just as a heads up.
I'm just trying to figure out how far some of the stuff will reach.
You're probably in range of almost all your spells. I would be surprised if any of them was shorter than 30 feet.
Well, yeah.
Hit those vines.
Okay. So I think I want to get up closer.
Okay.
Like, if I could even get like, I know like I might not
That
be
might
able
be
to
too
cross through
far.
this.
You would be able to
Yeah.
get to there at your furthest.
Okay, I'll do that. I know that
But
that
the
might
spells have
provoke.
range, right?
Yeah.
But you might be doing a
Well-
melee spell.
Oh, true.
The one that I want to use is produce fire, which is self.
Yeah, so she would like produce a flame in front of her.
Yeah. And I would focus it on the vines.
Sure. I don't know. It doesn't say like. Let me look up the wording on produce fire really quick. Because I'm curious, or produce flame. I'm curious what all. Looking flame, you have an intent for reducing. So you attack with flame to do so. Yes. Okay. So go ahead and roll me a d20 and add your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency, please. Because you're making an attack with the fire. I'm assuming, right?
Yes. Sorry, I rolled
Okay.
the wrong thing.
You're okay.
Okay, that was a 19.
19 hits. So you're gonna go ahead and roll a d8 for your damage.
I got 8.
Okay, so that doubles to 16 because they are vulnerable to that damage. So you watch as Keerla like runs up, produces this fire, and slams it into the vine, and you watch as it just and like illuminates and catches on it, and the skeleton that's connecting to it like rattles, and the flame is starting to erupt through the eyes and the sprouts on it.
That's awesome.
Epic.
So good amount
we
of
get a
damage
close-up?
there.
I yelled to Keerla, yeah.
Okay. So now it is this guy's turn. This monster here is gonna go ahead and not love what you did, so he's gonna go ahead and take an attack at you, Keerla.
Yeah.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
My AC.
AC.
I need to find it first. Oh,
You're good.
yes. Yeah,
okay.
it's 10. So
Just wanted to check. I just wanted to check. So you take 16 points of slashing damage. As it takes this great axe and it swings it, and the vines seem to wrap around one side and pull it so it moves faster than you expect, and it impacts your side.
Oof.
Ow.
Alrighty. Ceistyl, you're up.
Get in there, cleric.
Yeah.
Dang, he's really hurting.
So
I
go ahead,
think we're-
Ceistyl, you're up.
I think I'm gonna get a bit closer. Like, I kind of want to go, like, I don't know, here-ish?
to there.
Why can't you see me? This? No.
You have to hold click.
Yeah, if you hold click, it should appear.
Like, here-ish?
Okay.
And I want to hit him with the, Prayer of Healing.
Okay, Prayer of Healing is a 10-minute cast time, just as a heads up.
Oh,
Cure
there
Wounds
another?
is like a touch spell that does a good amount of healing, and then
It's a much better healing spell.
Healing
actually.
Word does another healing. And those are instantaneous.
Alright, we're
But
gonna
they take an action, but
I don't care. Let's do Healing Word. I could go behind Keerla, couldn't I?
let's see. If you were here, what's your movement? Should be at the top of your page.
Walking speed?
Yeah.
I have 30.
30. Okay, so you could get here, which puts you in range to touch Keerla.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming that Tia, you can. Who got hit?
AG.
AG and Keerla both got
Oh,
hit.
they both did.
AG got hit for 16. How much did Keerla get hit for?
16 as well.
16.
Oh, dang, guys.
I rolled the same number.
What?
Dude.
What are your healths at right now?
11 out of 27.
And
12.
Out of 27.
prioritize.
We're level
Keerla.
4.
all right, I'm gonna use a level 2.
Okay, Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Okay, who are you putting it on?
Or what was it? I was gonna do Healing Word. Is there a difference?
Cure Wounds is more health.
Oh, that one then.
It requires you to touch them, but it heals from more HP.
I'll do Keerla. No. I think
only
Keerla
one at a
will be
time?
okay. So it's only one
Yeah.
at a time. I think I'll do AG.
I'm about to
Okay,
swoop in and
so
do
it
some
is-
help as well.
It's 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is your wisdom.
Which one did he eat?
Should be the little prism guy. Looks like, oh, you can't see it because of my light. This guy.
What?
See him?
2 pyramids.
Yeah, 2
Combined.
pyramids stacked together.
This one.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay,
It
so
has 8 sides.
2 of those, and then you add your casting modifier, your spellcasting modifier.
trash.
What'd you get?
2, 3, 4, 9.
Okay, so 9, and then did you add your spellcasting modifier to that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And that was 2. Who again? Who did I heal?
AG.
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 My
So AG,
roll
you healed,
is trashy right now. I'm
you
sorry.
healed 9 hit points.
It's still helpful.
And you
Very
have your
helpful.
bonus action if you wanted to like summon your spiritual weapon, or something like that.
Did I get healed? Because I missed
Not
the
yet,
number.
No,
Okay.
it
no,
was
okay,
just AG.
No, that's fine. I just was making sure I didn't zone out and miss it.
Galen, you'll be up after a monster.
Yeah.
What is this one? Healing word. I can do it for a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a D4 instead of a D8 though.
That's fine. Keerla could use it, I think.
Okay. What level are you casting that at?
1, I think,
Okay.
and that's a
So it's
D4.
1d4 plus your spellcasting mod.
That's the pyramid, right?
Yep.
Something good.
Get the
3,
3
And-
plus your mod.
4, so 8.
So you heal 8, Keerla.
Amazing.
No, wait, I can't count. That's 7. Sorry,
7.
Oh, okay.
You heal 7. You heal 7.
but that's,
That's fine.
good.
That's
I
good,
heard
yeah.
3 and 4, and I was like, 8?
That's not very helpful.
I was gonna
Math
let her
is
rock.
hard.
It's
That's
okay.
pretty
No, you're
smart.
good. You're good. It's not that big of a deal.
I want you to know that entire time I've been talking, my dog's been staring at me.
I
Kid
think.
Walker.
Who are you talking to?
Okay. So for the other monster, this guy's gonna go ahead and move up to Tia,
Aw,
extending
crap.
this vine trail behind him, and he's gonna go ahead and take a swing at Tia.
Is there any way to dodge? Probably not, right?
Well, it's just your AC. He rolled an 8,
Fails.
so he takes his axe, and you just pull yourself out of the way as it boom, swings towards you.
Alright,
That's the
opportunity.
monster's turn. Galen, you're up with AG on deck.
Okay. Hold on.
Wait, was that other skeleton taken out when it was hit when the vine was hit by the fire?
No,
No.
he is
It
still
wasn't.
standing.
So I'm gonna go
Oh.
here.
What kind of health do these guys have?
It's not the skeletons, it's the vines.
He did get hit. The vine did take serious damage from the fire.
I'm gonna move here.
And
Oh,
that
I'm so
was
sorry.
at will, so I can do it again.
You're good.
Got you moved.
I just.
No, I'm just gonna check how far away I am from everybody. Okay. All right.
I think it'll hit all of us if you do it.
No. What do you think I'm gonna do? Flamethrower?
No.
Oh,
No,
protector.
it-
Protector.
Could
Yeah.
you
No,
could do
protect.
flamethrower?
I could, or I could do protector. How
Up
is
to you.
everybody doing with health?
I'm at 23. I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm 21 now.
All right, Abby, health. You didn't get hit. Keerla, health.
My health right now is 18 out of 27.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, because I can't do flamethrower and protector, I'm gonna go ahead and just use flamethrower. Oh no! First. I have to do a regular action.
Actually, you can do them in any order you want to.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Yes, you can do bonus first. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna use flamethrower. Now I need to find the roll for it. There
Ooh,
we
can
go.
you
Okay,
hit all
so
the vines?
Doesn't it
Just
hit
as a
Keerla?
warning, you would get Keerla in this.
Tilted.
Or
Ooh.
you would have
Alright.
to get either Keerla or Tia.
I'm willing to
Unless
sacrifice.
you moved
I'm willing to
here
sacrifice.
and did this.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, put me there instead.
Yeah.
It'd bring the
There is a I just want you to be aware that there was a position that you could get into that you would not harm your friends. Like you,
That's always-
Galen, in that moment would understand that.
Yeah, of course I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay, so you are
visualize it that
making-
well. That's all.
So the flamethrower, I believe, is a dex save on my part.
Yeah. Let me double check. Attack / save dex. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's
Says
the
dex
deal:
14.
the vines are unable to make a dex save
Oh, well then I hit.
due to the way that they are, so they auto fail.
All right. 1,
Yeah.
2. Oh, that is 11 fire damage.
Doubled to 22 for,
Yeah.
for the first one. That eliminates the first one that already got hit by Keerla's fire. You watch as Galen flips his gun out and just fire erupts out of the front and spreads in this beautiful cone. And the one that was already kind of singed, just the arm falls off and then the head slowly disintegrates as the fire just
Lovely.
engulfs it. This one is barely hanging on. And this guy is also barely hanging on.
They're barely.
They
hanging
both
on.
like the fire just sort of erupts, and the vines curl in on themselves, and you watch as the bodies seem to almost like fall apart, and then the vines reanimate them and pull them back together as they like start to regain their focus.
Oh,
AG,
lovely.
you are up. Oh, sorry, no, Galan, you
No,
have
I
more
got
on your
one more
turn. I'm
action.
sorry. Yeah, you got more on your turn.
Too, by the way. It's okay. Not much I can do. So let's, just for funsies, I'm gonna try to shoot one of them with my crossbow.
Go for it.
Okay. No, I'm not hitting them.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
In the hurry to switch to your crossbow, you kind of get gummed up as you're reaching for your other weapon and kind of fire it too early before you get the shot right. AG, you're up.
Hey. All right.
This vine is gone.
Yes. All right. That vine's gone. All right. So then I guess I'll just scoot past Keerla
Like that.
and smack this vine
Go for
right
it.
in front of me.
Go ahead and make an attack.
Wait, it's +7, right?
+7, yep.
All right, 14.
14 hits. Score
All
right.
right.
Damage.
That's the 12. 3 plus 7? No.
3 plus 5.
Plus 5, right?
You add the proficiency.
8.
Think of it like your skill to swing the weapon, but it does not
Yeah.
enhance how hard you hit.
That makes sense.
You did 8
Sorry,
damage?
8 damage.
This thing is rough. It is barely holding itself together.
Oh.
You carve through basically the entire vine, and there's like one section that's touching still like the rest of the body and holding it together.
Get that vine.
a little thread.
Yep.
A little thread holding it together.
Okay.
Just step on it.
Tia, the vine that was gonna go before you is gone, so it is your turn with Keerla on deck.
Can I equip my spear and attack with that?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah. Can I attack the vine that AG?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a. I don't believe you're proficient with your spear, so it's gonna be a D20 roll plus your dexterity. Specifically your dex mod.
16.
16 hits. So go ahead and roll damage. I think a spear is a D8, or no, it's a D10 if you're using both hands.
I am using both hands.
Yeah. And then you add your dex mod to that.
You said a D10.
D10.
Which one's the D10?
This guy, it's like the full like spinny like. It's got 5 sides on each.
Yeah. It goes up to
0 is the total. It's the highest number on it.
30.
That's a D10. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
30.
so not 30. It's just 3. You
3.
just have the 10th. You have the 10th placement. So
Yeah.
3 plus your dex mod.
8.
All right, that is enough. You stab through like the rib section and get towards the connecting piece of vine and split it in half with the tip of the spear, and the rest of it just sort of like melts out into 2 places. All right, Keerla, you're up.
Nothing too hard for a god.
Cherry picked my kill.
It's just that one vine left.
Just that one vine,
Okay.
and it's
I will-
looking rough after the flamethrower.
Yeah. I will move closer. I don't know if I have control over the token, but I'm gonna move here.
There you go. I don't think you guys have control over the token. Sorry.
No,
Okay,
that's fine.
I just wanted to move. Okay, we're gonna. Alright, that is 19.
19 hits.
Okay. And then I got a 7.
7 points of damage, doubled to 14 because of the weakness. And
Right,
again,
right.
you take that fire, and there's a weird, not hatred, but like satisfaction with the way that you watch the fire just erupt and burn out this corruption.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well done, guys. You've cleared this encounter.
Sweet.
Bye.
I'm glad
Before
I
we
took
go
produce
forward,
fire.
Yep.
Or produce
Can I
flame.
heal them?
Yeah, if you want to take some time, if you guys want to take a short rest, you guys can all heal that way as well.
Mhm.
Oh, you
I
can
think
tell me
that
how I
might-
use my cores.
Yeah, if you guys want to do that, you can. The short rest is an hour, I will say,
Which is fine.
but it's an hour of you guys basically just sitting in the area recovering. You can spend hit dice doing that.
Wait,
Can I
wait,
ahead, Abby.
before we do that, because we have the dwarves that we're looking for.
That's what I
That
was
could
thinking.
be like in danger.
Like time-wise, maybe we should hurry it up.
Right, not take the short rest. West.
If the spells would be faster to heal us and keep moving. I think
Yeah,
is
you
what
could take
Abby's
the
saying.
10 minutes to do prayer of healing if you wanted.
Can I
Okay,
also
I'll do that
search
instead.
the skeletons if they're still around, or are they,
Yes,
like-
give me 1 second. You do find some stuff. Looking around in the room, you
scattered
again see
spell?
that verse scrawled across the wall here. The second verse shall inherit a new Eros. You do notice on one of the skeleton's body, there's a bag tucked under his arm that seems to be like he was almost holding it the whole time that you were fighting. That's
Mhm.
currently all you see.
I'm gonna write that little verse down on my little notepad.
Is there anything I could roll that would give me some insight on this
I want to check
verse
the
on the
bag.
wall?
The verse, you can do a history check.
Oof.
Yeah.
Let me check my.
You're checking. I'm sorry.
Oh, +4 is not.
Tia, you were checking the bag.
Yeah, I want to check the bag.
Okay. You reach in and kind of see what's going on. Correction. I'm so sorry. You reach in and feel nothing.
Is it a bag of holding? Can I investigate the bag?
Yeah, go for it.
If this is just a bag that I can just put stuff in like a magical portal, that'd be so cool.
What?
That's what a bag of holding is, JD.
Yeah.
Does a 18 do me anything?
This bag is definitely magical.
Oh.
You know, if it wasn't my character, I look at it, and I realize it's magic, right?
Yeah.
I look at it and I'm just overcome by disgust for anything with magic or ordinance of magics, and I reach my hand out and I say, Keerla, here, you can have this. And then is there anything else I could look for with the corpses, or
Nope.
So I
they're
take
not?
the bag?
You
or
now have a
can.
very dirtied bag.
in my hands. Okay,
Do we
great.
want to do an Arcana check on it or something?
Oh yeah,
Okay, I can do one too.
Who's leading the Arcana check? Just out of curiosity.
I can
Oh.
do it. I have +8.
These skeletons aren't gnomes, right?
Oh, and I
They are not gnomes. No,
Oh, I have
these
+8
are
too.
full. They are
got a
like
nat
6 foot
20.
tall people.
Of
got a
course
nat
you
20.
did.
This is a bag of holding.
Yeah.
You are familiar with the
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
You also know the trick to bag of holdings, where if you know that you have to reach in and think of the item that you want to pull out. However, if you're not familiar with the contents, there's a trick you can do where if you turn the bag inside out, it spills its contents out.
Okay,
Spill it.
I do that.
Yeah. I mean, what else is there to do?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
take
we
a
might as well
second.
do that, and then we can use it.
You take a second and inspect it and turn the bag inside out, and you watch as items just sort of spill out. You watch as precious gems roll out, about 9 of them, kind of spilling out at different shapes and sizes. You see 2 potion bottles rolling, actually, excuse me, 3 potion bottles rolling, a small wand, and a polished silver disc.
So I'm looking
Are
at
there any
the I'm looking at the verse on the
Well, there's
wall,
gemstones.
right? And then I
There's
hear all
gemstones.
this stuff fall out. I
You're
turn around.
ding-ding-ding.
I turn around. I see the pile of stuff, and I go, "Oh, bag of holding."
Yes.
Ah,
Can I have one of the gemstones, please?
what are they?
I don't know, but they look cool.
They appear to be precious gems.
Very nice.
I'm gonna
Is the-
add the bag of holding to my inventory, and you guys can take all the contents. And I'm just gonna hold on to the bag.
I'm going to investigate the silver disc.
Can I
Ye-
take all the gems then if nobody else wants them?
Um,
Could you at least try to
Galen, give
figure
me an
out what they are?
Arcana check on
Okay.
the disc.
Okay.
Is anybody else going for the gems?
No, I don't care about the gems.
15.
I
Okay,
mean,
hold on to the
I'll
15.
take one.
I'd like.
Why don't we
a
figure out
gem.
what they are? That's
There
just a
are
thought.
3, so we could just take 1 each.
No, there's 9. I'm sorry, there's 9
Oh,
gems.
there's 9. So then I will take 3, and I will be on my way, because that's all I want.
All right.
The gems are valued at 50 gold apiece.
I'll take 3 as well then.
So there's currently 3 gems sitting out there.
Okay, I'll take 1, and then I'm very interested in the wand.
Okay. You can give me an Arcana check on that if you want.
What's
if
that?
there was-
It means magic.
It's
It's
you
D20 and
you
one.
you inspect it to see if it's magical.
No, yeah, no. I mean, what do I have to roll?
An Arcana
D20
check.
plus there should be a skill labeled Arcana.
Yeah.
Galen, we're gonna flip to you. You got a 15 on the gem or on the disc. You turn it over in your hands and you kind of take some time. It's magical in nature. It seems to be producing divination magic. You're not sure if it's purpose or how to use it at this moment.
So that's definitely
Give a look.
something I'm going to
Okay.
show to Ceistyl, because I know she's a cleric.
Oh, divination, not divine.
Oh, divination.
The process of understanding the future, not the gods.
That makes a whole lot more sense. Okay.
What'd you get, Ceistyl?
I got a 7.
It's magical. Good stick.
Would you like me? Can I
I'm
take a
still
look at it?
keeping the stick. You
Take
can
a-
take a look at it,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
would like
I
the stick.
will-
Since
I
no
will
one's
be-
going for the other 2 gems, I'm just gonna sneak take them.
Okay.
No, I'm giving it 1 to Keerla and 1 to Galen just because it's nice.
All right.
What, the
See,
gemstones?
So everybody who has a gem,
Yes.
those gems are valued at 50 gold apiece. So you can mark down that you have gems X2 or however many gems you have, and then 50 gold for each of those.
So I have 1 gem because
You have
Ceistyl wanted
1.
it.
Ceistyl gave you 1. Galen, you also have 1.
Yes.
Tia, you have 3, and I believe so does AG. And then
Yeah.
Ceistyl has 1 as well. Okay, Galen, you're doing an an Arcana check on the
Yes,
wand,
let's
correct?
do it.
Go for it.
That
Oh, so cute.
is... Oh,
Cuddled up. She
Poppy.
brought this blanket over.
Oh, we
it
love
was
our
not
little
here
doggy.
before. Now she's gonna lick herself. So
Please.
What'd you get?
As dogs do.
12. I'm doing
What'd
the
you
math.
get? sorry.
14.
14. Okay. You've seen this, or at least read about this. It is a wand with the ability to cast identify spell.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Can you cast identify
I'm
on
gonna let
itself?
Ceistyl have it. Oh, yeah,
Uh,
use it.
As a note, the ability with identify allows you to what's the word? I'm so sorry. Tap a magical item and instantly understand its purpose and nature,
Yeah.
and it basically just I give you the sheet for whatever the item is that you tap.
I mean, we could still use that on AG. He's a magical item, you know?
is he?
Is
Also,
he-
as a note, there are 3 potion bottles still on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Let's check those.
Oh yeah. Really, what
No,
are
No,
they?
Tia, you already have like
I
a
have
billion.
one.
Yeah, Tia, walk away.
I have like 1 left.
You have 1 left.
Yeah, because I used the first one the first time we got it, and then the other one since my worshippers didn't want to heal their god.
You
that's
have
right.
no worshippers.
Are you not my worshippers?
No!
Then
No.
why do you follow me in my behest?
You follow us. We're a
You are-
team.
You are clearly delusional.
I just freeze right there, just like dumbfounded at this man's idiocy.
Can I take out the box, the little bomb? And I was like, I'll trade you this bomb for your gem.
Sure,
Bet.
I give him my gem.
Good trade.
It's very good trade
Or who?
for us,
Depends
for
on your
everybody.
perspective right now, to be honest with you.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
I said depends on your perspective.
Yeah, we took the bomb away from the psychopath.
Yeah.
Hey,
Why?
I'm touched that you do that.
It's-
Oh my
That your laugh, I heard it, but it did not get picked up by your mouth.
yeah, that's fine. It was loud.
If somebody wants to do a nature check on the potions, you might be able to have an understanding of what they are.
Okay.
Oh, are they not just healing potions?
Nature?
Keerla, can we do
There
that?
is two that are a deep red, deeper than the ones that you had originally, and one that appears to be a brackish black and is sloshing very quickly in its bottle.
I got
You said-
16 total.
Nature check.
Nature, yeah.
16 probably beats 14, but
So,
I could probably try.
if you want to, yeah, go for it.
Do I have proficiency in nature? I do not. How does the nat 20 do?
10.
Oh, a
What do you
nat
mean
20.
a nat 20?
net
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
another nat 20.
Give me one
When
second.
they
guys.
don't matter. Also, hi RJ, bro. I missed you. Oh, Bobby.
Okay, natural 20. So you and Keerla both take a second and study the wands, or not the wand, excuse me, the potions, and understand that you have 2 potions of greater healing, as well as a potion of an oil of slipperiness.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep one of the potions of greater
So-
healing and leave the others for the others.
The greater potions of healing, a standard potion of healing does 2d4 plus 2. These are 4d4 plus 4. They are much stronger.
Yeah.
Double the power.
What are they? Sorry.
They're greater potions of healing. There's
Oh,
2 of
got
them
you,
currently. Keerla took 1, and they're 4d4 plus 4 instead of 2d4 plus 2.
I mean, Tia can.
That's a
have-
lot of numbers to say. Oof.
Can I
You're doing
can I
great.
take The,
Thanks, man.
The potion of slippery or whatever.
The oil of slipperiness.
Oil of slipperiness. I'll take that.
I love
Yeah, go
that
for it, man.
name.
There's 1 more greater potion of healing currently out there.
I guess I'll grab it.
'Kay.
And while I'm there, I'm kind of fumbling with like the disc in my hand. I look down at the disc and go, "Oh, wait, Ceistyl, that wand. You could use it to figure out what this thing is."
Oh. You're right. I can.
I'm thinking of that like
do I need
5 seconds ago.
Do I need to roll anything?
Give me 1 second. So you tap the wand to it, and it's a very odd sensation. You suddenly grasp understanding of something that you had no interest in or any really particular want to know. Tapping it, you suddenly learn that it is a recording device, and that a user must push their thumb against the center of the disc to unlock it. But there's a catch. But you can't quite, it's not quite giving you what the catch is. It's saying something about clearance and access, but it doesn't quite make sense to what you're understanding.
What does that even mean? Okay.
This is the
Let
disc?
me Try.
The
disc,
silver disc,
small-
yeah.
It's like think of it like a dollar coin size.
Hey Tia, you want to push
AG.
a button?
AG, you feel a very odd kinship to this disc.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Let
is this?
AG try it.
Well, no, we don't
What
know
did
that
you
yet.
guys say this?
It's a divination disc. Something about clearance. But I mean, you're welcome to try it if you'd like. Press the button right in the middle.
Do I have like like somewhere I can insert this into like
It's
No, your
Like a
thumb will probably
CD.
work
there's
fine.
a
my
there's a
thumb
button.
just works fine?
You do
There's
not
a
have a
button.
CD drive. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You were
CD
not
drive.
built with an optical
What I'm
drive.
going for.
I was like, this is not. You are not a kiosk.
Not quite there, bud.
A man can dream, or a bot can dream.
Can they?
All right. Yeah. So
Electric
wait,
sheep.
I already pushed it, or do
or
I?
are you pushing it?
I push it. Yeah. I push the. I
You
push
take the
center.
disc and touch your thumb, and immediately you are in this room, but completely well constructed. A beautiful stainless steel surface is in front of you. That you see several mages moving around, studying different things, and a very bizarre creature in the center of this space. Long tendrils coming off from the back of it, and this sort of plate blocking the front of its face. You see a couple of mages interacting and speaking with this. Few more moving around studying. You see someone who seems familiar to you. You're not really sure how, but you're pretty sure you know them. You kind of watch all of this unfold. The mages step away from this weird beast, and a woman seems to walk up almost in a trance to this monster. There's a conversation had, but you can't hear the words, and you watch as her form slowly disintegrates. And then a second later, there's an explosion inside of this lab, this place. You watch as all the mages fall to the ground, as horns begin to protrude from their head, tails begin to come out from behind them, and you are back to where you were before, inside the forest.
Tieflings?
Did we all see that, or was it just AG?
Just him. Just him.
Oh, okay.
Does he feel like sharing it with us, or?
That's a question.
Did
Okay?
Processing all of this information.
Oh, God.
So guys, that was interesting.
What did it show you?
Are
What
you
was
gonna share?
interesting?
You can just say that you shared what happened.
It
Yeah.
felt like I went back in time, and then insert what Tim said here.
Okay. That's something, all right. I'm not really sure what to make of it.
Oh, quick question that we should have ascertained prior to this. When Rip had their like little seizure or whatever earlier on,
Yeah.
Mhm.
by themselves, did they tell us what happened? They
No.
weren't able to.
They did not share it.
No, Tia
Okay.
did not share. Just that something bad was happening, and that he wanted to go home. So, okay, I don't know what to make of that vision. But is that the only use for the disc? Just that one thing?
As far as you know currently, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll hold on to this. For
Hey,
now.
let's hold on to it.
Yeah, I put it. I
I wonder-
I feel like AG should hold
Put it in
on
my
to
bag.
it, though.
Yeah, I'll hold on. to
Okay,
it.
no, no,
I wonder
here
if
you
I wonder if you push it, if I push this button again and somewhere else, it'll show me something different. I don't know.
That's
Fair enough.
definitely
Let's have to
thoughtful.
find
We can
out.
try it once we leave the mine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I give it to him.
Tia, if you would like to do your ring now, you can.
Oh.
I was waiting
Oh.
for that. Can
Oh.
I, please?
Go ahead and give me a history check with advantage.
Wait, what is he touching?
Fancy.
The
He's
disc.
using his ring and touching the carving on the wall.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Finally. Advantage. Oh, thank God.
Advantage. So yeah, roll twice. Take the higher number.
The ring.
Do I have a modifier?
Whatever your history modifier is.
50.
15. Okay. You take the ring and kind of touch it against there, and the dust of the fire that burned away, the ash that was created from the fire, seems to almost roll backwards in time and create a small shadow of a man who has that bag and is looking behind him and running. You notice that he does have horns now, and a tail. He is you can't actually see the skin color because he's made out of ash. He runs up to the wall and, almost in a panic, reaches into the bag and pulls out a dagger and just starts carving this into the wall. And you watch as he finishes the final word and steps back to like admire it. And then he just gets wished away in whatever action seems to come after that.
Only he saw that?
I would say everyone saw that happen.
Oh. Interesting. So, I suppose that means that whoever that was is, and I point at the skeleton remains on the ground, is whoever that was.
Dibs on their bones.
What? No.
All right.
Why do you want the book? Now,
Personal
when you told me I could do a history check on the verse, was it going to be the same thing, or can I do like a history check on the verse itself?
You can do a history verse on the check itself.
Okay.
This is an
History verse on the check itself?
extremely-
That's what I was thinking about. I was just gonna let it rock though.
Listen. He's
I'm
been
sorry.
DMing
I'm sorry. I
this whole
couldn't. I
time.
couldn't not mention it at
You're
least
fine.
a little bit.
Um,
I was gonna move on.
This is an insanely high DC, by the
That
way.
is okay. I'm gonna fail, and that's all right.
Good to try.
Where's my history? It's not gonna be
You
enough.
say, if
So,
you say
okay.
natural
Oh,
20, I'll
actually-
lose it.
Actually,
not. I guarantee you.
you
Can I
know
try
what?
it?
You know what? 7.
Rip, using the ring counts as a check.
No.
7.
I wanted to do a history.
7. You're not sure.
I figured.
It's old. You gather probably pre-reset from what you've seen.
Reset. Oh.
Pre-reset's pretty old, and so
It's old as this guy, and I point to AG.
yeah, I was gonna say that means you're pre. Wow, you are incredibly old. How far back do you remember?
Not super long. Maybe 100 years.
Yeah, that's definitely not long enough to help. But if anything,
For context for chat and anyone else, the reset, it's known as this Great Reset, was a calamitous event that happened about 10,000 years ago.
yes.
Oh, then yeah, 100 years of memory is not gonna cut
Not a
it
lot
with
in that.
it.
Yep.
Somehow you're tied to this place.
Me?
Yes, the one.
Yes.
The one
my
who was
God.
able
Little-
to use the
the
object that was
little
tied to this
me?
place.
And I thought I was slow.
Oh,
Hey,
so you admit
You
it?
watch it, buddy.
Ooh, ooh.
You want to go?
Sorry.
No,
I'm
I
still
don't.
processing.
Just be
Guess what?
nice.
No.
Anyway, well, I don't know if we can do anything about it now, but we need to see if we can get your memory back.
We also
Another
have
soft
proof.
pulse moves through the forest as this purple light in the whole forest.
Speaking of, we should probably do what we did last time and follow the vines.
True.
Don't want to, but I don't think we have much of a choice. And I'm
Yeah.
really hoping that those dwarves are still alive. We've kind of been talking for a while.
Look,
Yapping.
whatever state they're in, they're going to be in when we get there. There's not much we can do about it. Let's just hope that we can still save them.
Are you
And
guys
we
going
had
to
a
take
chance
a
heal up a little bit. right?
short rest, or are you doing prayer of healing? What are you guys doing for
I
your
think we
healing?
wanted to do the prayer of healing, right? The 10-minute thing.
I think so.
That-
Yeah.
is
And
that
I'll
heal
say,
everyone?
Ceistyl, you've been doing the prayer of healing this whole time. You've been
Thank
kind of committing to
goodness.
the time that you've been putting into it.
thank
Prayer
you.
of healing is a second level spell that
Except for
makes everybody. You roll 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier for up to 6 targets.
2d8.
Awesome.
So this
Why
will be
are
healing
you
for.
rolling?
Yeah, no one
Oh.
else should be rolling. It should just be Ceistyl.
My fault.
No more threes! Oh my gosh,
What?
I've had it with the
What was that?
threes.
Who just did that on the
That
map?
was me. I don't know how I did that.
What? Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right, I used flamethrower.
What?
Yo! Wait,
That's
wait,
awesome.
wait!
It's under
You
the
gotta
effects
do
tab. It's under the
that.
effects tab.
I didn't know there were effects.
Wait.
I think that might be new.
Ooh.
I'm wondering if it's.
Oh,
Oh no, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
they're gay.
That's. Oh
They're
my
Very
gosh.
much
All right.
Right.
Sorry.
all right, that's
sorry,
enough.
Sorry,
No more,
sorry,
no
sorry,
more, no
sorry,
more.
Sorry.
No more.
That's
I will
sick.
control the effects.
Yeah.
What did 2d8s and my what?
2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. I got
Who was that?
12.
That was the purple effect moving through.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hold on. I know
So you
I'm
got 12,
technically
you
that
said?
color, but I didn't do anything.
I got 12, yeah.
Okay,
I think
so
I healed
everybody
everybody
heals
up.
12. Yeah, everybody heals 12 HP.
Yeah.
Alright, so back to full health. Nice.
Sweet. I'm
Full
up to health.
health.
I'm at full health already.
Do we go past
Sweet.
full health?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh.
You go to maximum.
Yo, you really want that
You're
over
not
health,
that
man?
guy now. Trust me, you're not that guy.
You're not that good.
Dude, I'm so used to
Do-
watching Titans have overshields. I want one.
Do we want to call it here?
I
It
think
is
so.
I think
pretty
so.
late for some friends, and it's about we've
Yeah.
been going for about 3 hours.
Sounds good.
We will be live next week. We're gonna be live on our new channel, Six Sided Stories. So please make
Was it
sure you
next
guys
week?
go and. That is next week.
Okay.
Mhm.
Second, yep.
Let me just double
I
check
got it.
to make sure I'm.
Oh,
wrong.
sorry. No, I got the link.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Next week, Friday the 4th, we will be live one more time. Please go follow our new channel, Six-Sided Stories. It is also going to be our YouTube channel. So if you missed any of the earlier bits of this episode or any you want to get caught up on the previous ones, go visit our YouTube channel called Six-Sided Stories. All our VODs are going to be uploaded. This one will be uploaded tomorrow. Thank you so much, Caleb. Thank you so much for my amazing players. You guys are wonderful. Thank you, everybody who's been hanging out. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. We love you all. Please have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you guys back next week for more adventures in the Forgotten Forest. See you guys then.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we're not going anywhere just yet.
Yeah, we're raiding out. So
I'm looking to
assuming
see who to
anyways.
raid. I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, you're all good.
What was the
Anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed.
Exclamation point D&D. I literally just did it.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone's been enjoying the campaign so far. Hopefully everyone's been vibing with the ideas that have been getting thrown around. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't
Hold on.
think I have anything too
Let
special.
me get a link to the YouTube really quick.
I can do that.
You can
if
do that.
want.
Put it in the chat, please. And
I
could you
got
do that
that,
for like Spotify or Apple Podcasts also?
I don't have the Spotify.
I can get the Spotify. I can get Spotify. Give me a second. I have Spotify open.
We should set up a card so we can just link the one thing.
That would be.
You know, I wasn't saying anything about it, but I've been working on one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
The in chat right now
I've
is
been working on the
our
website.
YouTube. Is our YouTube link. If you guys want to go follow and subscribe on YouTube, again, free because it's YouTube. You will have access. You have all of our VODs uploaded there. So if you need to get caught up or anything like that, or you just need some background noise, we're pretty good for that too. So yeah.
And
There's
the
that
podcast.
Spotify link.
All right.
Need something for your drives? It's right there.
Indeed.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, we all have face creams today. Isn't that fun? Everybody can see each other.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's been real fun.
All
I
right.
was like, I bought a webcam just for this, but
Yeah.
I'm using the Mac.
Let's go.
Yay, cassette
But honestly,
blue.
like, it was still great, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It was awesome.
All right. See you
Better than my
guys.
mic-
Bye.
my mic- or my webcam. Bye,
Everybody wave.
everybody.
Everybody
Have a good
wave.
weekend. See you next
Bye.
week.